Hello, hello. Welcome to the Susie B channel. Happy Tuesday, May 5th, everybody. And hopefully everybody is doing good. Brother John P, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I just seen your short. I just got up a little bit ago and I decided I'm gonna go live. I'm still in my pajamas. Good to see you, Brother John. Hee hee hee. Soon, just answer the comment. Hee hee hee. Love you, sis. Hello, Rashad. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Blessings. Let's go. Let's go for it. Just had dinner. Coffee time. Nice. Delicious coffee. Ooh, you're having a delicious coffee. Oh, it's Cinco de Mayo, huh? It is Cinco de Mayo today. That's right. So we were just we just had left for the weekend, and the village where I stay for 3 months, that's where we were at, and we were hanging out with a friend, and they were gonna have a huge Cinco de Mayo dinner today, and I read the volunteer list for dishes. You know, they were gonna bring dishes to the Cinco de Mayo, and someone is bringing homemade tamales and they're making enchiladas. And I'm like, that's a lot of freaking work. Like they would have had to start the tamales yesterday or 2 days ago to depending on their energy and if they're filling up to how many they're making. That's a lot of work, and I will be doing tamales too on my channel, making some tamales soon, hopefully soon. And it's a beautiful day today. It's sunny and breezy, and it's 77 degrees out. It actually cooled down. It warmed up. Hi, Chris. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing good. And the bus stopped at the Jerk. Then I got off. Howdy, Susie, John, and Rashad. The bus stopped at the Jerk, and then I got off. Okay. So yeah, I was just going through my neighborhood feed, and I saw a gal selling tamales, and they actually looked really good. I'm very picky when I'm eating other people's tamales because first thing I look for, and I will share the picture here so you guys can see what I'm seeing. This is let me just zoom in here. Zoom in here. Oops, not that way. Oops, that's probably too big, Susie. Just click on that. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at right here. This picture, and I was like, oh my God. So you're watching this gal. She's opening up the tamale, right? Okay. Now you see the outer edge. That's called masa. That outer edge, I'm very picky when it comes to eating someone else's tamales, because if that outer edge isn't slightly colored, with the same color as the meat, then you know that masa is probably going to be not as flavorful as probably the inside, the meat layer inside. So this tamale looks like it's almost fresh, like fresh out of the pot, the pan. These are steamed, and that masa, the color looks perfect. I mean, she posted these 2 days ago. Darn it, because I'm like really tempted to like order some. So what is she selling them for? She's selling them for so she's doing red pork, red beef, green chicken, green pork, ooh, chili and cheese. Oh my God. So $30 a dozen. They're getting more and more expensive, but you know what? I think I would pay $30 a dozen for these, especially if they tasted like the way that I'm used to tasting them. The ones that I like to make, and this is how we used to make them growing up. So we would put a little strip of chili. Oh wow, then they're not far away either. I wonder if she still has them. I'm gonna like that. So, anyways, we usually the way my mom made them, and I used to watch her make them. She used to put she used to buy that canned chili that had the strips of jalapenos in it with the onions and the carrots, but they was spicy. She would put a strip of jalapeno in there, and then she would put probably a carrot and maybe a slice of onion, but she would also put black olives in there. And when she made them, I used to tell her, "Can you ease up on the spice? Because uh, it's hard to enjoy all the flavors when your tongue is burning off and falling on the floor." So, that's just she had a high tolerance for heat, and of course we didn't. We were young, so we ate salsa and chili and stuff, but she did like the really spicy stuff. And it was funny because you could tell that she was eating hot, spicy food, chilies, because she would get hiccups. She would get the hiccups while she was eating, and we knew that was some hot, spicy stuff. So these are the kind of tamales that look good. And did my sister try to call me back right now? I don't know. 12:41. No, I don't think so. Anyways, this is a good looking tamale right here. It's a little thin, but honestly, it's packed with meat from the top to all the way to the edge. And the masa layer is thin, and it's not all masa, so you got a nice equal portion of masa and the meat filling. And I don't know if those are the pork ones, but I always do red pork. And I have done green chicken chili before, but you know what sounds good is like the green chili with cheese. Oh my God, those are freaking to die for. My gosh. Hi Raymond, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. So let me see. Yeah, these are a good looking tamale right here. You're picky too, Chris? Yeah. So there's an actual tamale store, and I'm gonna have to get up here and go outside and do something real quick. My hubby told me to go turn on the pool pump, and I went live instead. So I better go do that because I'm gonna do that real quick, and because we just shocked the pool, and you have to run it for I think 24 hours for it to do what it's supposed to do. So I'm just gonna go flip a switch real quick. I'm probably breaking that. Switch real quick. Very nice. Make sure there's nothing floating in the pool. There shouldn't be. No animals. Okay, check that real quick. Nothing in there floating around. You never know. You never know. So, yeah, this is the kind of tamale that I could become accustomed to. It looks juicy. It doesn't look dry. Look at, there's a little layer of oily sheen on the outer edge of the masa. It's shiny. This looks like a good quality tamale right here. Hot peppers, yummy. How's Norma doing, Raymond? Sending love to you and Norma. You like the mild banana peppers? Can't handle the hot peppers. Me too. Those are, I don't know, those might be good in a tamale. But I honestly do like this. And they make those suckers hot sometimes. If you get them in a jar at the store. And sometimes those yellow banana peppers, sometimes those suckers are spicy. And I'm like, oh man, it just ruined it. But if you buy the sliced pepperoncinis, those are perfect. They're just vinegary and they have just a tiny, minute little bite to them. Rashid says, howdy, Raymond. Hello, Rashid from Raymond. John P says, Raymond, with lots of love and prayers. And John P says, hello, Norma, with lots of love. And Chris says, howdy, Raymond. So yeah, this is a really good looking tamale right here. It's steamy, and it just, look at how oily it looks. Oh man, that's good. You got to make the masa with lard. You have to. I mean, that's just a traditional way to do it. And boy, these suckers, you'll make a friend for life if you can make a good tamale. You'll make a friend for life. And this is just how it is with food. But yeah, God, that makes me want to go buy the stuff and make some today. Let's go make tamales. But yeah, that's pork. So what kind of pork would you use? We would use a pork shoulder. And it's usually a big chunk of meat, and they used to be really affordable. Pork used to be real cheap, but pork is getting up there in price. So a pork shoulder, and you just kind of you boil that for I don't know if it's like 3 hours, 4 hours, something like that. And you really got to boil it down to where it falls apart. And you know, it just depends on the quality of tamale that you're making. I usually make my sauce from scratch, so I do the chili pods. I break them down and then blend them and make the red sauce, and then all that, it gets incorporated into the meat, and with garlic and then so when you make that chili. And you're getting ready to make your masa. Sometimes you can buy your masa already prepared from the store. It comes in clear bags, and it's usually in 5 pound packaging. So it's usually packaged in 5 pound servings. It's like a 5 pound. And if you get that, all you got to do with that really is add some of that chili to that masa and mix it and blend it in. Just add some of the, and it gives the flavor. Now, to really make it taste really good, that juice that you boiled your meat in, get some of that juice, mix it with the chili, and then put some of that into the masa. And that'll add the meat flavor with the chili combined and into that masa, and that's how you get that nice red tint of masa with that oily finish, you know. But if you're making your own masa, you're going to have to put lard in there. Then just do add the chili with the juice of the meat, and then just incorporate that into the masa. And you're going to have a flavorful, wonderful tasting masa, and you're going to make friends for life if you share your tamales, if you're that brave. But what a moneymaker this is! If you have money to invest in the supplies to make these tamales, this is a moneymaker. As you can see, this woman is selling a dozen of these for $30. Like, I used to sell these for $12 a dozen when I started, and then I upped it to like $15 a dozen, and then I went as high as $25 a dozen. Now I'm seeing people selling them for $30 a dozen. And if you're selling them for $30 a dozen, I want to taste quality, and I want a lot of flavor. I don't want a dry tamale. I don't want a tamale that's more masa than meat. I want enough meat in there to where I get my money's worth, right? So this tamale looks pretty darn good. It's a little thin, but I think this is one of those kind of tamales that I would probably buy again if I eat it, because it just looks really good. The quality looks good. It doesn't look dry. You can see the love that she put into this tamale. It looks really good. So those are the things I look for. You know, if it's not dry, the masa is not too thick. There's a perfect layer of masa on there. That's my favorite part of the tamale. And the next day, when you've already put your tamales away in the fridge, you pull it out the next day. The really popular thing that we did was we took the corn husk off. That's what's sitting in the plate below the tamale, the corn husk. You take that off, you put that right in the frying pan, and you brown your tamale with an egg, and that makes a beautiful, delicious breakfast. So yeah, this is This is the latest what's happening in next door. This was 2 days ago. We were not here. We just got back yesterday. So chili and cheese, that sounds really good. And there's no other pictures. So she's not showing her green chicken. She's not showing her green pork. This is the red pork, I believe, because that doesn't look like beef to me. So anyways, oh my God. Let's see. I wonder if anybody bought any. She's actually not too, she's in the area. Let's see, still have some. That was 2 days ago. Yes, I have all the flavors listed above. Do you put lard in your masa? It does taste way better with lard on it. Okay, so yeah, they're asking if she puts lard. Are they good? They're delicious. You're welcome to try them before buying them. That's how confident I am about my tamales. Sorry, Soleil, I seen signs today and told myself to stop on my way back, but I forgot until seeing this post. Will you have some for pickup tomorrow morning? Do you have any available? Yummy. So this was a day ago, and there's no response. It would be kind of a shame for me to go buy tamales when I can make them myself. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel about that? when you can make something and you go and buy it, is that bad? I don't know. I would get on camera, but you can see I am still in my jammies. I am in my jammies. These are my jammies. So this is why I'm not on camera right now. So I am gonna go change. So I will go change. I just wanted to go through the local news here, and let's see. Rain, rain, go away. No, we want rain, you dummy lady. Don't be saying rain, rain, go away. Or at least microburst somewhere beside my house. Which is it? You want rain or not? So she's saying to go away, rain, but then she wants a microburst that'll flood her whole place. Some people. May the Lord be with you. Did anybody have a great 4th yesterday? I didn't have a funny meme to do. May the 4th be with you yesterday, so I just skipped it. Comes once a year. I'll get it next year. Let's see what else is going on in here. There was an attempted abduction. That was at the beginning of this whole feed. Right here. So this was 17 hours ago. There was an attempted abduction. Thank goodness that people were standing by, or that witnessed it also, and went ahead and took footage of it happening. It's a male driving a car. It's an older Camry. The license plate is in the picture. Thank you to the caring family who made sure I was safe and recorded him and got the license plate number, and my husband. Please be safe out there, everybody. So yeah, that they didn't go into too much detail about what actually happened, and so apparently maybe it was the wife, and maybe they tried to snatch her up, or I don't know if it's maybe in here in the comments. Police called. Yeah, pepper spray, especially in big cities and if you walk alone a lot, I would definitely suggest to get yourself a nice can of pepper spray and just have it at the ready. Put it, if you're walking down the street, a lot of people like to put their hands in their pockets. Put that darn pepper spray right in your hand and walk, if you like to put your hands in your pockets, and have your hand on that freaking trigger, have your finger on that trigger. While you're walking in big cities, because you're already ready to use it, and all it takes is just a quick little pulling that thing out and pushing that little button. That's it, and that could save your life, and that could save a lot of heartache, hassle, trauma, drama. And just be quick and draw your pepper spray. Let me see. Okay, this person wants some info. What was said and done? What should we watch? What should we be watching out for? These are great questions. So let me see. Hang on, guys. Hang on a second. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to go. I had to go put my. I had to go put some clothes on. Get out of my pajamas. Okay, so someone questioned any info on what was said and done by him. What should we be watching out for in his behavior? The story that he tried to pass off was some girl named Sabrina had stolen his phone, and he went looking for her. So this is the person that was trying to take people, right? The reason why he was driving behind me so slowly was to see if I was the person that he was looking for. That's what the person said. When he got ignored, he didn't get the point and kept following me and opened his door to talk, but I kept walking until a very nice family saw what happened and started to record the whole thing. And my husband came out and got me. Okay. So apparently the person was looking for the gal that stole this phone, and he believed that woman was the gal. What do you guys think? Is that a believable story? I don't know. Is that believable? You know, it kind of reminded me. This was several years back. Someone came to our door, and I believe they knocked on it, and it was somebody in a small little minivan, like a kind of like a soccer mom van, little small little minivan, caravan, cargo, not a cargo van, a small little, you know, it's like a little blue minivan. Anyways, the guy was like 5'4". I'm 5'8", and I opened the door, and it's this Hispanic male, and he's standing, and I'm looking down at him because I'm so much taller than him. And he looks up at me, and he's like, I'm looking for Lisa. Is Lisa here? And I'm like, who? Lisa. And I'm like, no, I think you got the wrong house. And as I was thinking about why he was, as I was answering him, there was a package on our doorstep, and I believe it was a box of cat food that we ordered. And he was looking down at that package. Now, he could have been looking down at the name, maybe on the address. Maybe he was genuinely confused, genuinely looking for this person. But the vibes that I got was he was getting ready to, he wanted to take that package. Right? And then he just stood there after I told him, no, there's no Lisa there. No Lisa here. And he just stood there like he didn't know what to say, and he didn't know how to break the conversation and just say, okay, bye, okay, thank you, bye. Like he was stuck. Because I was just like looking at him like, what are you still doing here? And then he got nervous. He got scared. But yeah, I mean, people can make stuff up all day long, but you don't know if they're really genuine. And frankly, don't trust anybody. Because you don't know. I mean, he had a big van. I mean, that's perfect a vehicle to put a lot of packages, especially if you're freaking porch pirating all day long. That's a perfect size vehicle to carry 50 plus packages at least. You know, get small ones or whatever. That's plenty room for you know, to take packages all day long. So anyways, yeah, that happened. So this guy said that some woman stole his cell phone, and he was looking for her, and he was following this lady from behind, and he was trying to see if it was her. And then obviously she confronted him, and so he saw her face, right? So he knew that it wasn't her, but yet, you know, I don't know how fast it happened, what kind of window frame the time happened, you know, with all that. Was it instantaneous? Did he see, oh, okay, it wasn't her, and then he took off? Or so I wasn't there, so I don't know. But yeah, that stuff. I think the last I heard of an abduction attempt was several months back. So these guys are getting, you know, just depends how desperate they are. You know, how you know, desperate in their attempt to take someone is. And on the streets, I heard that it's like they're paying people like 40 grand, but I think that was for children. The last time I was reading into all this, and I came across like a post or something, or an article or something, and I was thinking, I wonder why they're desperate. You know, that their attempts are very desperate to grab, just snatch someone up. So let's see. Someone says he probably mistook you for a hooker. 27th Avenue is known for that. Yeah, that's true. They've cleaned it up a lot since I've moved here. Drugs and prostitution and human trafficking is bad out here. I had a diaper bag on my back, so he probably thought I was a minor, and he was hearing that I had my husband on the phone, so it made it harder for him to approach whatever he had in mind. Yeah. So yeah, that's that was there are actually a lot of comments on that. Someone says carry a knife. Someone says take karate. Honestly, I think pepper spray is enough. A lot of people aren't trained in pepper spray. That's something you gotta kind of be exposed to frequently to be able to just lick it off your lips like I can. Like that's cayenne pepper. But most people can't handle that kind of stuff because it is very strong and it's unexpected. Well, the only reason why is because I worked security and we were trained in that. And but that saber red, I forget it. I thought I was gonna die. I actually had a panic attack with that stuff. That stuff is even strong, but I don't even think that they sell that on the market. I think it's just commercially provided or available to like big businesses and things like that. Because honestly I've never seen saber red on the shelf anywhere. So yeah, that just happened. When did this happen? This was 17 hours ago. Okay. So yeah, that was not too far from here. Here's a gal letting her dog poop in somebody's yard and not picking it up. She even looks around kind of nervously, like she knows she's supposed to be, you know, a good dog owner and not let your dog crap in people's yards and not pick it up. Like she like looking around and she's like, you know, she does the nervous scratch, like, oh God, you know, she's looking, kind of looking, looks like she's getting a little nervous. I don't know, that's just my observation. But there's a lot of pissed off people at these people doing this stuff. Right around the corner, I've said this before, our neighbor says, be a kind neighbor and pick up after your dog or something like that. And they had to put a sign in the yard because, and be literal about you being better responsible for your animals. Let's see. What is the purpose of this app? Okay, someone found a snake that has passed. Let's see. Yeah, so there's a lot of ads in here. Looks like Amazon, the Amazon boys are having a great time hitting that piñata. That's probably they're celebrating their Cinco de Mayo. Oh, that's kind of nice to see the Amazon crew hitting a piñata. Wonder what kind of prizes are in there. I wonder if it's Amazon. I wonder if it's Amazon products. You got a new what is it? A cooling fan for the summer, or a boonie hat, or what else? What else would they? You can get everything on Amazon. The guy didn't hit the piñata. Oh, it's her time. No. Yeah, they only got 27 seconds of that. That looks fun though. Anybody doing chips and salsa today? Anything? Margaritas? Anything? Cinco de Mayo. Oh, okay, someone says, what are they, what kind of stuff are they, or that someone wants an explanation. My work does all kinds of stuff for us, not like any other place I've worked. I have to say, this is for Cinco de Mayo. They brought these piñatas for us to hit. At least they aren't beating the employees. I'm happy for you. Wacka, wacka Amazon. What did the winner get? There was cash prizes and candy. Oh, that's nice. But did you get bathroom breaks during your workday? You should not treat ICE agents like that. Ha! Oh, is it an ICE agent pinata? That looks like an Amazon worker to me. Okay, anyways, yeah, so they're celebrating for their employees that work at Amazon with the nice Cinco de Mayo piñata hitting. This is what the Hispanics do for birthdays. We've done this growing up. We usually, or like family reunions, if there's a birthday, usually during, they'll string up a piñata and let the kids hit it. And usually you fill it with candy. If you're not familiar with a piñata, they get like this. You can buy them at the markets, Mexican markets, and they have like a little hole in the back somewhere, and you could just fill it up with candy. Or whatever you want. You can fill it with money. You could fill whatever you want, but usually for kids, it's usually candy. Usually hard candies, bubble gums, candies, things like that. You can put whatever you want in there. Here's a funny sign with the caption, "Have a great week." Oh my God, everybody, it's Face the Ace for real! Someone posted a wanted sign. Someone to brush their teeth with me because 9 out of 10 dentists say brushing alone won't help tooth decay. No weirdos, please. Any book clubs in town, in downtown Phoenix? Oh, that's neat. Okay, so there's another ad. Oh, there's that delicious tamale. My God. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, she's not responding to any more people asking if these are available still. Okay, so what else? What else is interesting? What else is going on? There's some landscaping. Okay, this is kind of just a lady's opinion. It's wild how one post with not enough context gets all these opinionated people upset. I saved my mother's sentimental items, the clothes, shoes I know she wears, photos, and a lot more. She had multiples of one item, so those went. People acting like I don't love my mom. The hell? I went to visit her and let her know that what I was doing. She didn't object and told me what to keep. Why am I even explaining this? Those mean ladies need to get out of here on their high horses. I agree. People, they just, I think they get on these apps, or I wonder if they're bots. They just get on these apps and they're just like whole bunch of negative Nancy's. And she's like she said, why do I even have to explain to these ladies? Get out of here. Anyways, that's just, one of those things. If you like drama, that's what you're drawn to, and you'll probably want to add more to it. Let's see. I've been known to do that, so I'm not excluding myself from it, but I'm trying to be better. I've probably done that a few times, but then actually I sit there, I'll write it, and I'll before I press send, I'll look at it for a long time and think about it. How is my comment going to affect my life? Is it going to affect it in a positive way or a negative way? And then probably out of five out of 10 times. Okay, 1 out of 5 times. Most of the time, I just don't send it because it's too much. I'm glad I didn't send it, and I move on. Then I'll forget, and it'll be great. Does anyone have or want to sell a cigarette rolling machine? Okay. Okay, that guy was talking about education. What else was there? Wow. Thank God for Popeyes. At the end of every night, they put the chicken into boxes and leave it out for whomever is around to pick it up. At the end of every night, most people will help them out by picking through the trash from the back of the restaurant at the end of every night. They feed around 20 to 30 people by doing this every night. Popeyes makes some darn good chicken, let me tell you. We had a Popeyes leaving Kingman at a truck stop. So it was a gas station truck stop, and they had a Popeyes there. I tried their chicken, and the most crispiest, delicious chicken I've ever had. So this guy is saying thank you to Popeyes. That's a good meal, Popeyes. That's some good chicken. So that's nice that they're doing that. Oh, any ladies hungry? Bring a plate, bowl, and I'll serve you. Don't want it going to waste. Smothered chicken, yellow rice, garlic mashed potatoes, and a dinner roll. That sounds darn good. What a nice thing to do. Okay, that's weird. Uh-oh. Does anybody know who this man is? He keeps coming up to the family dollar harassing my child at work. Filling on her and stuff. I haven't been able to catch him, but he's in the area of 43rd and Bethany. I'm not home because I'm a truck driver, and her job ain't helping out by calling the police. They just got security trespassing him. That means he can't come back, right? If you get trespassed from a business. Hey, Daniel, welcome back. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Archie, how you doing? Welcome back. You never liked Popeyes? Face the Ace? KFC? Oh my God. You like that oily, freaking greasy chicken? That's every time I've gone to KFC, their chicken is just so greasy. Popeyes, you get a nice crispy outer, the batter is very crispy and it's not oily. Maybe it's too crispy, but also Church's chicken. We have Church's here, and I'm pretty sure we have to have Popeyes here. But honestly, I was craving chicken last week, and I just I had to go drop a package off, return a package, and across the street was an Albertsons, and they make a darn good chicken in their deli. It was crispy. It was flavorful. The actual breast, all the meat in there, even the breast, was juicy. So it's not just the big food chains that are good too. I mean, try your grocery, your market, in their deli for if they do a fried chicken. I know Walmart does a decent fried chicken, but this is Albertsons, and they did a darn good fried chicken. So Daniel says, what's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Faces, hello, Archie. Good afternoon. Did Archie just come in here and say he's doing a live? Archie, is that what you're doing, Archie? Good on you. Anyways, no Popeyes. No, you don't like Popeyes? You love KFC isn't bad if that's the only thing you know. But if you've tried Popeyes and you think KFC is better, they actually are flavorful. I just don't care for the greasy. Where you're eating. I mean, if you like that, I mean that's awesome. KFC isn't bad until I found Popeyes, and I found that there was other places like Church's Chicken, and I was like, I remember when KFC came out with their rotisserie chicken. It was new. This was years ago. But they tried a new chicken, and it was the rotisserie chicken. Do you remember that? the rotisserie chicken. They did that was really good. I was like, oh, this is good. But sometimes I really want that crunchy fried chicken. I like that. Okay. Thank you, Archie. Oh my God, Church's fried chicken. It's #1 in Florida and Puerto Rico. Oh yeah. Yeah, we have one down the road, and they're actually good. They're up there. They're up there with I think it's the crispy chicken, like Popeyes. I think Popeyes is the most crispy I've ever tried. Most crispy. And I don't honestly remember if they were dry or if they were juicy. But shoot, the Albertsons chicken I just had, that was juicy, crispy, flavorful. The batter had the fried part, which is the skin. That had a lot of flavor. The meat inside was juicy and it had flavor. Oh, I think I'm gonna go get some right now. No. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, really #1. Yeah, Church's chicken is good. Why is my mole itching? I don't know what's itching on my arm. In Florida and Puerto Rico. Yeah. Yeah, fried chicken, that's some good stuff. So this guy, let me see, I'm not home because I'm a truck driver and her job ain't helping out by calling the police. Just got security trespassing him. Police came yesterday and they need to get his info to trespass him from the store. Like he's just gonna willingly give it to them. That's so weird. I mean, he's calling his daughter his child. Like, what is she, like 16, working at the dollar store? Like, you need to teach your daughter how to protect herself more with her words than her actions. I mean, if you're going to leave your kids to fend for themselves, which is not a bad thing, she's working, right? At least she's got a job. But when you got perverts coming in and trying to do you need to teach your kids how to handle that kind of stuff. Otherwise, they're going to be one of the statistics. And it's going to be like, I didn't think it would happen to me type of scenario. So teach your kids self-defense and to use their words and, in a way that will protect you from being taken advantage of. Let's see. If he's a master. So yeah, they're just, this is the father of the child. Or is it the mother? Well, Berlinda. So that's, I guess it's the mother. She's a truck driver. Okay, so yeah, that kind of stuff is happening around here. Not with my kid if I had one. Where are they storing all their meat sources? Really think it's animal meat? Think about it. Oh gosh. I just saw this on YouTube last evening, where they're talking about Mickey D's again and their meat having human DNA in it, and enough to where the story was that there was an actual plant, the plant that processes the meat, that they had been. So I don't know the validity of this story. I guess there was a sting operation that had been reported, throughout a period of time, and there was they were being watched, and finally they were raided, and they found boxes of human remains, and they found the employees wearing suits to process and saws and all these things to process the meat. which I'm calling meat, which is not meat. You don't call humans meat. But I mean, we are in a meat suit, but you know what I mean. It's not proper. And anyways, I just saw that in a video, and I'm like, oh gosh. And now I'm seeing it on here. So I think it's getting around the word, and so that's kind of scary. I don't ever eat at Mickey D's. I do Burger King on road trips every once in a while when I'm really craving that taste, that flavoring in the burger that it has when you're like, you have it up to your mouth and you kind of get a whiff of the bread and the restaurant smell, like the food cooked. That's like the best in the first bite with that pickle and that little bit of ketchup and mustard. Like my favorite. And, every bite has to have that. Otherwise, but they do make a good burger. But I don't know. I don't eat out enough to where it affects me that much. But that's messed up if that's what they're doing. Ooh, someone is looking to get sourdough bread. They were looking to buy some sourdough bread. I know there's a lot of people that make a sourdough bread around here. There's a photographer doing maternity shoot. I always talk about food. Oh yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. I know. I do. I love food. Food is life. I mean, food. You get some good people together, and you cook a good meal, and you have great conversation. Especially other people who like to cook. I think that's fun too, because you could exchange ideas and recipes, and someone is really stressed out because they can't get cat hair off one of their couches. Tried a lint roller, vacuum, and some hair removal mitt thing from Amazon. Nothing is working. Wow. How many layers of cat hair is it? What do people have to say about that? Wrap packing around your hand and start wiping down the couch. It works. Wrap packing what? Packing tape? Like, they're not very clear, because that's what I got for packing tape. Wrap the packing around your hand and start wiping it down. Okay. Clear instructions would help also. A clean, natural glove. Put it on and wipe your hand back and forth. All right. Microfiber cloth, damp, and wipe in one direction. The fur will roll up into tubes. Tape, someone says. Lint roller. Didn't he say lint roller? Lint roller wasn't working, so they suggested a lint roller. The Chom Chom roller. Bounce dryer sheets, anti-static spray, apply to the upholstery to prevent hair from sticking, makes it easier to remove later. Great suggestions, thanks. We'll use on rugs as my sweet boy doesn't get on the furniture. He's doing, not mine. The mystery. A sponge with the dry green scrubby, depends on material. Have you tried one of these? This is what they're suggesting. Oh, looks like a squeegee-shaped brush, but with the brush bristle at the end. Okay, that's interesting. I came to suggest this thing too. Thank you, everyone, for the advice. I will try everything that was suggested. The Fur Shark. Walmart has this something called a Fur Shark. Probably a vacuum. I'm right. Everybody loves to eat. Hi, Tina. Welcome back. Thanks for popping in. Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you. Yeah, so those are all the suggestions. Redneck Fix get you some duct tape and make it like a lint roller. Duct tape works for everything. Anything made out of squishy silicone. Holden's Pet Products and Fashion on Shopify. Okay, it's called a Chom Chom roller. Best money I've ever spent. Okay, guys, if you're looking to get your pet hair off of your furniture, look up the Chom Chom roller. A pumice stone? Okay, this person has tried a pumice stone. You don't. Why do you suppose they call it furniture? Playtex rubber gloves works like magic on mine. The Dyson vacuum. Use your Dyson on your pet hair. I highly recommend these two items for removing any kind of hair. The Chom Chom, I have learned to only purchase it brand name on sale. Amazon has a ton of scrapers with all different prices. The scrapers work exceptionally well on couch cushions and carpets, etc. I won't go back to using sticky rollers to remove hair from clothes. It's so much easier and less time consuming to use the Chom Chom. Hope this helps. Good luck. Someone says, suggest using white tape. If you just popped in, we're talking about the person that was asking for help how to get pet hair off of their furniture. So these are all the suggestions. So far, I think that the best one that I've read is the Chom Chom, called the Chom Chom. What's a funny name? The Chom Chom. Awesome. Face is laughing. Pasties. Oh my God, everybody. For real? Furniture, right? It is called furniture. That is, I'm gonna have to look up the history on that word furniture. So they're suggesting tape, wrap packing around your hand. Okay, that's what I was like. Packing what? Packing what? Packing paper? I mean, people that are clueless would probably be like, what packing? What kind of packing? Bubble pack? Bubble packing? Bubble tape? Bubble wrap? Yeah, so the Chom Chom I think is the best one. Someone shared a picture of that. That looks like a squeegee shape with a squeegee shape handle, but the tip is actually has small, tiny, short bristles, but a bunch of them. I wish that would pick up everything. But as far as I can see, the Chom Chom takes the cake. So let's see, what else do we have? Wishing for some additional reaction buttons on this app. Try to keep as PG as I could. The WTF or WTH button to use when someone says something completely ridiculous and makes no sense. The coward button to use when seeing people comment just to put other folks down while hiding behind their keyboard. Some people's barks are bigger than their bites. And IYDHANDANTSD AAA button. IYKYK is it? If you know, you know. Okay, I know what that one means. If you don't have, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Did you guys know what that meant? I just kind of figured that out. Right here, they're asking for a special button, and I'm thinking, as I'm looking at it, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all button. Okay, and then this one's if you know, you know. Okay. The whiny baby button to use when someone just straight out complains as an outlet here instead of going to the right person place to complain. Work can make a difference. And also the whatever button to be used when someone comments on your post just to prove whatever you said is wrong, whether it really is or not. An emoji for a particular hand gesture might work instead. Oh, maybe they're talking about the finger emoji. I'm so happy you found your pet button. Okay, yeah, that's a nice one. So this person is created a post saying we need these additional reaction buttons for people who do these specific things in these chats. The scammer button used when someone just joins the neighborhood, then asks for everything to be free and delivered to their location immediately. The ghost button to be used when someone asks for help, then disappears and never comments even when folks are trying to help them. And did you read the instructions button? Used when there are very clear instructions, but folks don't follow or even read the entire post to find them. Did I miss any? All in good humor, folks. We got some comments on here. It looks like there was an error. They're not letting the comments be read. So there's a lot of censoring in this neighborhood app. I've noticed since it started, it was pretty raw, and there wasn't any ads yet. And as soon as people started finding the app and using it often, they started putting ads in here, and of course they said in order to keep this app free, we're gonna start adding ads, right? So you can't stop laughing. uh, so let's see. Someone was quoted 9 grand to redo their deck. If I had pearls, I would have clutched them when I read this. So off we went to Home Depot. But all the materials needed ran about $400, and these nana muscles went to work, followed all the directions to the letter. And after 3 days, here she is. Now the wait begins, so I can decorate. Has to cure for 30 days. Anyways, do it yourself for the win. Has any? Speaking of cement and curing, my hubby just told me that it could take hundreds of years for the cement to cure. I mean, it cures it cures well after the date that you're given for curing time for cement. He said it cures for way longer than that. It continues to cure. I thought that was interesting. If anybody has heard that. Okay, this is their decking around the pool. Yeah, we need to get this done too. We definitely we're losing some volume underneath the walk the little walk area around the pool. We're losing volume underneath some of it. It's cracking and it definitely needs to be redone. I think that's what they did here with theirs. Oh, they did a good job. I like that finish too. It's kind of nice. I like the color actually too. Ours was kind of like I think at one time it was kind of like a reddish, kind of a shade of red, because it's kind of looks pinkish now, but it's so faded. But when you walk on this barefoot, that texture, it kind of has sharp. It's a little sharp. So, if you get your foot in there just right, I think it'll cut a little bit. That's what it feels like. That finish, that texture. But they did a good job. I don't know if it was the color or if it was actually. Oh, she said cement. She said curing, so they may have done the cement, huh? Okay, if you know or seen this kid guy, please call the police. He poured motor oil all over mine and neighbors' vehicles. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's not nice. So 6 vehicles in total. It was about 10:33 p.m. on May 3rd. This hurts. I just had surgery last week and I can't afford the mess. Whoever you are, I pray you get the hate you have in your heart out. This was so uncalled for. I mean, just if motor oil, doesn't that come off with like Dawn dish soap? And that's pretty bad. But I think that would be better than eggs though, wouldn't it? Hi, Hidden Numismatist. How are you? Thanks for coming back. Welcome back. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, that's the video footage. His face was kind of like blank when he was doing it. I don't know. There's one side of the story that we're seeing here. Like, why do people do stuff like that? What is it, like a revenge? Like, who is this guy? What's his story? Anyways, we're just seeing one side, and I don't know any strangers that just walk up to a random vehicle and pour oil all over it. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's see, what else is going on in the neighborhood? Oh, butcher shop is looking to hire. That would be a great place to work, especially if I can get some pork bellies and some pork shoulders. If anyone is looking or interested in getting full-time work in the meat industry, the Meat Shop Butchers in Phoenix is actively hiring right now. I personally know the owners, so I'm helping them get the word out. Nice. I bet it comes with perks. I love perks. Is there anyone who wants a rooster? He keeps hanging out in our front yard. Tried other avenue with no luck. What does that mean? Tried other avenue with no luck? Is it hard to catch? Someone says. So very sorry for you. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I would love to have him, but don't have grass. That is what it is feeding on. I suggest calling a few farm supply stores where people who raise chickens get their supplies. I'm guessing if they tell their customers, someone will want it. I do. I have a ranch. We only have 2 roosters. I can take the chicken without a charge. Shoot, if that's a egg-laying chicken. That's not a chick. Is that a rooster, though? The chickens don't have that thing on the top, do they? I don't know. Does anybody know your chickens? This one's, they're saying that it's a rooster. Okay, so we only have 2 roosters. I can take the chicken. This person is calling that a chicken. Okay, it was abandoned, but we have been feeding it, and it seems very mellow, but we haven't tried to catch it. Okay, so that's where they're at. Oh, someone abandoned their freaking farm animal? That's messed up. You can hear where we live. We can hear chickens around here. So my hair is so. See, I have totally bad hair, guys. So like up. So sorry about that. my hair is is totally all bedhead. Okay. Yeah, someone's giving away a chicken. I know the neighbor behind us had a really expensive rare chicken. Not rare. I forgot what she called it. She said it was like a very pricey type of rooster. And she was trying to sell, but I think she did finally. She sold him. But I could hear him every once in a while, and I can hear him around us. Because on that side of us, and north of us, that the neighborhood over there is all acreage properties, and you know, I've seen goats and sheep, and I've seen horses over there, and definitely have heard the chickens. So we're real close to like the acreage properties that have animals, like farm animals. Has anyone's dog ate dark chocolate and was okay afterwards, considering how toxic it can be? My friend's dog ate some of her dark chocolate bar about an hour ago. Maybe like 4 or 5 pieces of it were left from a small 1.4 ounce Dove dark chocolate bar. But he seems fine so far. He's just a small chihuahua. Maybe 6 pounds, but she can't afford to take him to an emergency clinic right now, and the emergency toxic control lines want over $100 consultation fee. She's monitoring very closely and will take him if it gets serious. Just wanted advice for anyone who went through it before, if there's anything she can do to help avoid him feeling sick. So he's not sick so far, but just be aware a Chihuahua is a very small dog, and these toxins never leave the body. So if it happens again and again, it will build up and eventually kill him, no matter how high quality the dark chocolate is. It's still dark chocolate, and it can build up over time. So just make sure she be extremely careful and in the future, since he's already got some of the toxins in his body that will not flush out. It will just add to that. That's interesting. It would be hard to catch a chicken if it's running loose. Yeah, it is hard. You see it in movies all the time. That's part of someone's training to go catch a chicken, and it takes them, I don't know how many goes before they finally catch it. My toy poodle, the dog will be perfectly fine, says someone else. Our dog found a bag of Halloween candy, ate the whole bag of Reese's peanut butter cups. She was about 15 pounds and was fine. Didn't even have the runs. Good luck with your dog. Someone says their toy poodle once ate about a dozen foil wrapped chocolate ornaments off a miniature Christmas tree. Foil chocolate and all. She was fine. My little girl ate a whole Hershey candy cane container of kisses, including the foil. I actually didn't notice what happened till a couple days later. No problem whatsoever. My poodle got dark chocolate before. I thought he would get, the runs, but that didn't even happen. They probably have to consume a lot, is my guess. Someone else says, make them throw up. Also stock charcoal bottle. Hydrogen peroxide. That doesn't make any sense. Thank you, everyone. He ended up being perfectly fine and no issues. My guess is he didn't eat enough to cause any serious issues. My dog eats chocolate and me think it's okay. These people. First of all, don't wait an hour before asking for help. Secondly, squirt a few cc's of hydrogen peroxide down the dog's throat and get them to throw it up. Oh, that's how you get your dog to, if they swallowed something, to throw it back up? And so now you guys know. Call an actual vet. If you put a piece of bread in a bowl with hydrogen peroxide and water, Fig will go for the bread, drink up the water, and throw up shortly after. Oh, dog puke. Fun times. Anytime you have a pet that has free reign to the house, never leave anything toxic out laying around so the pet can get a hold of it. Animals see something that smells good to them and will eat it. They don't know what is toxic for them and what isn't. Some are perfectly fine, some are not. Watch your dog carefully. Someone says in response to Patrick, what did Patrick say? I always look for this because I always want to know the backstory. There was more comments in here. But specifically responding to Patrick, that's stupid. If he was sick, he'd already be throwing up. Inducing vomiting would be to clear the toxic contents from his stomach. One of my neighbors gave her puppy chocolate and she started having seizures and passed. Oh, that's sad. I know two rescues who years ago ate a bunch of chocolate, jumped on the counter and table and had to unwrap them too. Both were fine, but I prayed a lot for them. Both were bigger than your friends, so based on my experience and since you asked, my advice would be for her to pray while she monitors him. It does take quite a bit to really hurt the dog. He might be hyper, but he'll probably be fine. If you have any pumpkin, give him some of that. It usually helps reduce the symptoms, and it's good for their tummy. Okay, pumpkin. Call the vet, somebody else says. Just beware, a Chihuahua is a very small dog, and these toxins never leave the body. Okay, I think I read this, right? Yeah, I read that before. So they're saying that chocolate is a toxin that will build up in the animal's body. I don't know if this person is a veterinarian, but they have a little bit different info on the actual chocolate, calling it a toxin. And they said if it builds up over time, it will hurt your animal. Okay, moving on. What else is going on here? You guys having coffee? Oh gosh, I'm gonna make me some coffee too. I'm gonna throw the link up as soon as I'm done with the news. I'll throw the link up. These are the chilies I got. Is that what I got? Is that? Do I have a chile tapin bush in my backyard? Because when I did the plant app, you guys see these, right? They're calling this a chile tapin. And these are hot little suckers. I've had this little bush. I've had to cut down. I've had to top the bush because it started to grow into the tree and like grow past the tree. They really like that spot. Anyways, I had to top it, and this is what those chilies look like. But my plant app said it was a cayenne. But a cayenne is long, right? These suckers are little, and they look just like that. I wonder if that's what that little tree is, a chile tapin. It says chile tapin from my garden. It's incredibly easy to grow, and once you have it, you won't need to buy peppers from the store for a while. You only need about 8 to 15 peppers, depending on how spicy you want your salsa. It pairs perfectly with chips or tacos, and you can even use it to make a flavorful chili oil. Yeah, that's the size they get too. Because the plant app said it was a cayenne, but they don't get any bigger than that. I'm thinking they're really tiny. My plant has exploded with growth. I was expecting it to be so big with the tiny chilies. Yeah, my plant is pretty big. And it just keeps giving chilies, just keeps giving. Chile Pekin? Where did you get the seeds? See, she's calling them Chile Pekin, and there's a Chile Tapin. So Pekin and Tapin, I guess those are two different. I've heard both of those before. Yes, my next door neighbor gave me a little plant. My plant has exploded. Okay, so I already read that. There's only 3 comments on that. Okay, okay, new neighbor. Someone's giving away free dog food. That's nice. Okay, what's this? Saw this on my canal walk. Is that a turtle? Guys, we got wild turtles out here in the desert. Hello, Wally. How you doing? Welcome back. Good to see you. There's wild turtles out here, guys. I never knew that until I moved out here, and I realized that was a thing. But that's a wild turtle. Someone says, saw this on my canal walk, and then someone says, I wonder what he's thinking. And then another person says, did you help it out by giving it a little push? It probably wanted to get in. How is it supposed to get out? If this is a canal, it has like steep walls, right? That poor thing. I mean, do turtles, is that kind of turtle, would it float with its shell? I'm sure it would, but like I'd be afraid of it not being able to get out. I don't know. Not a great idea to push him in. He may be a land tortoise and would drown. See, that's what I was just thinking. Best to get him to safety or take him to the herpetological society or try to find his home. Someone lost their turtle. I wonder if that's him. But that does look like a water turtle. Still wouldn't push it in because they're not native and disrupt the ecosystem. Take to herp. The herpetological society. I bet he's thirsty though. He's looking at that water like he's wants to chomp down on some of that. Oh, Oh, someone's giving away some peacocks. Oh my God, I'd love to have a peacock. The yard's not big enough though. It would be all over the place. It would probably jump up on the roof. It'd probably jump up on everybody's roof around here. I love the way they sound though. I was here the other day, but I was driving. Oh, okay, Wally. I saw your unpacking of your train the other day. There's just too much stuff on this site that's not worth my time. Okay. Looking for a pizza place with good wings, preferably pizzeria style. Any recommendations? Ooh, let's see what they say. Can't get the wings baked and nice selections on tap. Sit at the counter and enjoy before or after a movie. At the Harkins Theaters. She 14. Oh, they're sitting at the movie theater. There's pizza and wings. What else? Where else? I know there's a good place that I like around here. It's called Barrios. Oh, they got the sauce that I like, and around the corner is a Chuck E. Cheese, and they got that sauce that I like. So it's hard to find a good sauce. Lou Malnati's at Tempe's Marketplace. I believe they have wings. Best wings in Arizona is the JT's Bar. Karen's Grill down in Scottsdale. Unfortunately, the best pizza places don't have good wings. Pat's Pizza Plus, okay, is fantastic pizza and they have good pizza and wing special, but wings have all gone downhill lately everywhere. See, that's why I make my own. Santisi Brothers, they're recommending that, and I'm a fan of the Night Owl. There's another place called the Red Devil. Oh, it's an Italian restaurant and pizzeria? Crust Pizzeria. Okay. See, I didn't even know most of these places even exist because I don't really get out much. But the one that I know that I like their sauce, I mean, Sardella's Pizza and Wings. Someone else is saying the Night Owl. The theater sells pizza and wings? I know we have a theater here that you can actually drink beer, or I don't know if it's beer and wine, or you can like have a cocktail while you're watching your movie. And I heard the seats are really comfortable too. Okay. Oh gosh, what happened here? Wow. So a woman, she was having a bad day. She couldn't get out to get groceries, so she ordered in, had them delivered, and noticed that she was charged an additional $100 for two cases of White Claw. You guys know what White Claw is, don't you? You were so embarrassed. You were so embarrassed unpacking your train. I know you said that there was quite a few things missing with it, wrong, and you have ordered from the company before, and it just didn't come complete right, or maybe even possibly damaged that you had to repair. Is that why you were embarrassed, Wally? If you're still here, so this lady, she ordered groceries, right, and she noticed an additional $100 for two cases of White Claw, a 5-pound bag of cooked frozen shrimp, and 2% milk. She says, I hate White Claw. I don't eat seafood, and between my kids' asthma and my IBS, we don't drink milk. So she was able to contact the market and let them know and the refund for the items that the shopper added onto my order is in the process. So I guess this overdrafted her 62 bucks on her grocery order. So on top of her having a migraine, a really bad migraine, and not wanting to go to the grocery store, this happened with her order. I don't know how this could have possibly happened. That's weird. So anyways, she got the name of an additional, there was an additional name connected to this order, and it gave her a name. I don't know if it was the guy delivering, maybe delivering the food. It was through Instacart. Oh, it was. So the person delivering the food added some extra items onto her order for himself. 2 cases of White Claw. He's gonna go have a party. What is a case? What is that, like 6? Is that six beverages in a case? Those are those little tall skinny cans. Usually, I only seen women drink that, honestly. Not that it's suited just for women, but it's like a freaking Virginia Slim cigarette, right? These are tall, slim, like, I don't know if it's a malt liquor or whatever. It's a sparkly sweet beer, sparkly malt liquor. I don't know what it is. It's not bad. It's basically like a seltzer, but with alcohol. It's lightly flavored. Anyways, this guy added 2 cases of those to this woman's order with oh, they're having a party. So 5-pound bag of cooked frozen shrimp, and then probably for the kid 2% milk, unless they were soaking the shrimp in the milk. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's messed up. Yeah, so if you guys, any of you guys watching, and you ever use Instacart, pay attention to the bill, and make sure that you're getting charged for exactly what you're ordering, and if anything extra could possibly be on there. I've never heard of anybody doing this, especially someone who works for Instacart. I would think that they would have. Why would you do that? That's so bad. Anyways, she says, you should be absolutely ashamed of yourself. I'm so sorry you went through that. Yeah, I've never heard of that. That's something new. Instacart isn't cheap either. I mean, I know Walmart delivers groceries, and you can get like DoorDash to go and grocery shop for you too, but Instacart is designed specifically for grocery shopping. And they usually go to most stores who are part of that, who are affiliated with Instacart. What the heck does that mean? Okay. Okay, they're saying that the Instacart people usually get 4 orders at a time, so the order may have been mixed up. You might fare better ordering through DoorDash. What they say, it's expensive though. I always get in the mood to have something DoorDash to the house, and you go on that menu and you look at all the yummy food, and then I'm thinking, okay, it just depends what I'm in the mood for. And if it's something that I have all the ingredients in the fridge for, I'll be like, oh darn it, yeah, I'm just gonna make it. I'm just gonna make it. I think 9 out of 10 times when I try to do a DoorDash, I end up cooking it myself. I'll go to the store and get the ingredients. Uh, I know that's stupid, but I'm just like, do I want to deal with all that extra overpaying for the convenience of having it delivered? So yeah, I don't. Okay, so there's some people are actually saying that it may have been a mix-up in the order, and I don't know how it could have got blended together though, because each and every order, I would think, is on a different account, right? So how do you get the accounts mixed up? Um, Unless you're filling orders for two different people at the same time, and then you mix it up that way. I think, I don't know. But if you're deciding to do Instacart, working for Instacart, I heard it pays really well. So let's see. What else is going on in here? I'm sure you guys are really bored listening. I'm seeing a lot more of these tattoos with just the writing. That's actually kind of neat. 20 to 50 bucks, tiny tattoos all this week. Mother's Day special, getting a matching mother and daughter tattoo. So I'm seeing them like on the neck, on the chest, behind the arm, on the forearm, around the wrist, around the fingers. That's kind of neat. If you're into that kind of stuff, they don't look too bad. That one's a nice one. Looks like she used kind of a red writing or something. That's not too bad. If you have a nice tattoo artist with a steady hand, I think I would say go for it. 20 to 50 bucks, that's not bad. Let's see what else. If anyone is ever wanting to try a new spot, I'd recommend Lee's Sandwiches on 75th and Thunderbird. It's the Biscoff coffee. It's the Vietnamese coffee. So if you're looking for something to wake you up or keep you up, I'd recommend. Everyone there was also super nice. Have you guys ever heard of the Biscoff coffee? Is that the coffee that has a cookie blended into it or a cookie on top of it? That's what it sounds like to me. I'd have to look it up. Oh, I like those whipped creams that's on the top with that looks like cookie crumbles or something. Kind of like cookie and brown sugar or something. I bet it's a biscuit. Is it a biscuit like sprinkled on top that's been pulverized? That looks really good. What do you guys think? You guys have an opinion? Let's see. Let's do this song. Anyways, okay. I'm gonna put the link up in here. Put the link up. Let's see. I have to pin it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that coffee doesn't look too bad, actually. Biscoff. I'm curious. I'm actually going to look it up. What is a Biscoff coffee? She said Vietnamese, right? Vietnamese coffee. I think I've seen these on some shorts on YouTube. What is a Biscoff coffee? I've never heard of this, so I'm looking it up. It's 2 shots of espresso, steamed milk, and loads of Biscoff spread. The ultimate delicious latte. What is? Okay, Biscoff cookie butter latte is a coffee drink made with cookie butter spread. Cookie butter spread? There's brown sugar, vanilla, espresso, or strong coffee, steamed or hot milk and foam. 2 shots of espresso. That's why she said if you're looking to stay awake all day. Okay, so Biscoff cookie butter. So it's a sandwich cookie, and that's the center of this cookie. Is that what it is? Uh, what flavor is Biscoff exactly? It's a caramel. Oh, heck yeah. So instead of the acidic, it's malty, slightly bitter, and vaguely fruity taste of molasses. Belgian brown sugar gives Biscoff a backbone of caramel flavor. Okay. So yeah, we were just away for the weekend, over the weekend, and they have a coffee shop in this casino, and it's called Three Sisters. Uh, and you know what? It seems like every time I've been there, probably I always get a coffee and I'll sit down and I'll play at the Keno machine. And the two out of the three times that I've had their coffee there, two of the last times that I've had their coffee, the coffee tasted burned, and I was like, was it me, or is it just or is it like really strong? But it tasted bitter and burned, and I usually always get a caramel macchiato. So I decided against getting a coffee the last night we were gambling, that I was playing at the Keno machine, and I ended up getting a coffee from the other shop that was across the casino, which uses an Italian coffee called what was it called? Lavazza. I think they used the Lavazza coffee. It's called Lavazza or something. Um, and I did not taste that freaking bitter burnt flavor. And I'm like, oh my God, I think Starbucks coffee, because that's what brand they use in that other coffee shop. And I did not taste that bitter flavor or the burnt taste. So I had to go to management and I had to tell them something. I said, the employees are just wonderful, wonderful workers. I love them, but the coffee's burnt. They're serving burnt coffee. Um, so hopefully they look into that. And my hubby was saying sometimes if it's like a commercial brand like Starbucks, it may be that the machinery, the maybe the brewer, the coffee machine, maybe uh, up too high the temperature, or it may need to be adjusted, or serviced. So I don't know if it was an intentional thing, or they didn't know, or I don't know, but it did taste bitter. So that's the first time I've ever tasted like a burnt coffee, and it was there, and even with all the caramel and whipped creams and the all the sugar that's in that caramel macchiato, I still tasted the bitterness and the burnt flavor, the burnt in that coffee. And I thought it was just me. I'm like, maybe it's a strong coffee is tastes like this, but nope. I had coffee across the way from another place, and it's an Italian coffee. I believe it's called Lavazza. And that coffee I had the same thing, a caramel macchiato, and it was smooth. It tasted wonderful, and I really enjoyed every sip. So I think it was definitely that coffee was burned. If that's what burned coffee tastes like, that was it for sure. Hello, Pam. How you doing? Welcome back. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. So yeah, this is called a Biscoff Vietnamese coffee. So this is like a brown sugar, like a caramel flavor, and that's like lightly sprinkled on top. But they actually have different. They actually look different because they all look different. That's what hers looked like. So I was just curious what a Biscoff coffee tasted like, and then I wanted to share my coffee experience with burnt Starbucks coffee. And I think the first time I tried their coffee, it didn't taste like that. But the last couple times that I had their coffee, it tasted burned. So I had to say something. And I'm not that kind of person that usually tries to say something. I'll just usually won't drink it again. But I like that shop. They sell pizza there. They sell sandwiches. They sell different. It's like a small food. They have a food menu, a little breakfast menu, and they're open till I think like midnight. They're always open, so I'm like, I like to go there. I like that option of playing Keno at like 11 to midnight at night, and then craving a coffee, and then having a place to go to get one. So I thought it's a nice convenience, but when the coffee is burned like that, I was really bummed. I was really bummed because I thought it tasted weird. It's like, this. I don't think this is normal. So yeah, that's just my little experience with the coffee recently. So I don't know if any of you who are watching are familiar with burnt coffee, but that's like horrible. The bitterness is there and the burnt is there. Kind of like when you burn your rice and it's real black on the bottom. I've burned rice before. I'll admit it. And then it's so burned that you try to eat the rice on top, and you can still taste that burn. The burn flavor has penetrated through the top layer, and so it ruins all the rice. You try to eat the top layer that's not burned, and you still taste that burn. That's what that coffee tasted like. She's like, yeah. So I've never really had burnt coffee before until recently, and I know that that's burned. They say when the coffee's bitter, it's burned. It's just it's being heated. It's being too hot. The temperature is too hot. Maybe the beans burned, or I don't know. That's weird. Here's your Cinco de Mayo picture for the day. So yeah, everybody's having margaritas right now and probably chips and salsa. Uh-oh, what happened here? Oh, look at that little sneaker guy. Oh my God, he's got some, oh my goodness. What a jerk. What are those called? Those loppers? Freaking, I used to know what they were called. I forgot. You can cut right through a chain with those. That's what he has. He's all sneaking. He's all tiptoeing, sneaking. Oh gosh, they even chained up all their bikes together and he still got through. Oh, it looked like he wanted the trike, but he ended up taking the one that fell. Little jerk. Oh, you haven't had burnt coffee? Maybe burnt beans, like you said. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking. Because like I was comparing it to burnt rice. Like if you really burn that rice, like all the rice has the burnt flavor. I've done it. I probably a few times. I'm not gonna lie. And it's only because I've walked away from it, or I forget to turn it down when when you cook rice, especially Spanish rice. That's always the rice that I always end up burning. Not always, but have done. I've gone live the last couple of times. I think I kind of slightly burned the rice on one of my lives, but these last two rice lives that I've done, the rice came out perfect. But anyways, when you have your pan really hot and you're browning your rice, and once you put in the liquid portion to the rice to steam it, that starts bubbling like crazy. And if you don't lower that down to just simmer, after that, that's where I forget, and that's how I end up burning my rice. It'll cook it on high until all that liquid is evaporated, and it ends up burning the bottom layer. But yeah, you have to like turn it down right after you put in your liquid and put in the rest of your seasonings. You cover it right away. You have to turn that down. If you don't just simmer it, It will burn because it just continues to cook it on high. But that's where I go wrong because I forget to lower it down. Not always, but every once in a while I do forget. This is a sunset of ours. Boy, that's beautiful. Fire orange. We do have amazing sunsets. Pinks in the sky, just beautiful with the orange. I think that's pretty much. Is that a coyote? They're hot. I mean, watch your animals, they say. Broad daylight chilling under a tree at Cave Creek Park. Well, this was their home till we moved in and pushed them out. So, what do you expect? You know what they should have done is built sanctuaries around these developments where they still allowed nature to be home while us people are growing around. They should still build like sanctuaries for these animals. Like we're just literally pushing them out of their home. I think that's what these big cities should do instead of being money hungry and trying to make profits off of sardining everyone into apartments and squishing everybody together. That's some cactus right there. Oh my God, here's some more tamales. This is a whole nother person. Okay, let's look at these tamales. Let's critique. Oh, here's a green chili cheese enchilada, a tamale. I have tamales for sale. Rajas with cheese, pork and red sauce, and and then a small portion of sauce on the side. Okay, okay. What's the difference between these tamales? Oops. Let me just click on this photo. Oh, I can't click on it. Okay, look at this tamale right here. You see how dry it looks? See how dry and see how there's very little meat. They cut into the center, right? Okay, so there's a nice thick layer of masa right there. I don't know if you guys can see my pointer. Maybe bird. Okay, yeah, I already read that. Gotta make sure I got keeping up with the chat. So they actually put it looks like they put a little bit of the coloring into the masa, but there's very little meat in there, and that's probably a really thin tamale. The masa layer looks thicker, looks a little heavier on this tamale. It's really red, like it's really red. I don't know. Kind of looks dry to me. Looks a little dry. This is what I look for in a tamale. This one looks darn good. This one looks like it's really moist. I mean, right here it looks a little dry. But that's a big old darn green chili, and I see the cheese. Oh, there's onions in there too. Yum. I'm starting to salivate at the mouth. Just go make your own tamales, Susie. Just do it. Get it over with. Um, that looks darn good. That looks really darn good. So this one looks good. I don't know. I mean, I can see the masa looks a little dry right there. See how it's crumbling? Looks a little dry. Like I don't know, it's probably not that bad, but mm, they look like they're packed. They look pretty good size in that pot. Do you guys like tamales? Anybody watching? I love tamales, but I know how to make my own. Ah. Does the masa have lard in it? Here again, somebody's asking, and they responded with yes. So she's selling hers for $30 a dozen. $25 includes a small portion of sauce. So rajas with cheese. What's rajas? Is that a type of chili? I have to look this up because I need to know what I'm reading. Okay, that's not. What is raha in the tamale lingo? In a tamale. Cheese and roasted peppers. Okay. Strips of roasted peeled green chilies. So that's what they call it, raja. We always just say chile. Chile con queso. I don't know. Typically a poblano pepper. Okay. Okay, that's the kind of raja I like to eat. That's how they say it. Hell yeah. Though jalapenos are sometimes used, often combined with cheese like queso Oaxaca or queso fresco. Onions and salsa verde. Rajas literally means strips. Oh, okay, strips or slices. Oh, okay, so that's not the actual name of the chili. That's the shape of the chili. So rajas is strips of chili with cheese. Okay, that's $30. The pork ones are cheaper. So they're charging more for the strips of chili and cheese, and the pork ones are $25 with a small portion of sauce with it. Hmm. Okay. Oh, I learned a new word today. John P., did you make your espresso yourself? You had a small. You have a machine, don't you, brother? Oh, you got it from the petrol station, the petroleo station. Okay. I think it's time to go make me a coffee. I wonder who has my groceries. Does anyone recognize this front door? Oh my God, that's a lot of groceries. Oh my God. Okay. So that's two people I've seen on here selling tamales. Mm. My brain is making me smell tamales because it wants some. Someone dropped their card. Oh, someone's car got stolen. Oh, that's messed up. Elderly person too. Okay. Does anyone know who drives the purple and orange Rolls Royce that I've seen in the area? Are you kidding me? Someone with a lot of money and colorblind, they said. Flash from Zootopia. I heard his friend Elmo comes along for a ride sometimes. A Suns fan? The Suns gorilla? Oh, the Suns gorilla. What? The Suns gorilla drives a Hummer. I worked with him for about 28 years. Huggy Bear? I seen the guy. He's just looking for some great poupon. I've seen a blue and gold one. It's usually parked in the parking lot at I see it there many times. Someone with the yeah, okay. Purple and orange Rolls Royce. That's crazy. Okay. There's been a lot of yard sales these past weekends. Unknown man on my roof? Oh, what the heck? I just jumped off her roof. Oh my God, what the heck is going on around here? A man in a construction style clothing jumped off my roof this morning. My cameras didn't capture his face. If your cameras picked him up or you recognize him, please reach out. Person, hair messy, top neon green, bottom gray or dark. What is the story behind that? Flat shoes, skinny, medium, or too tall height. He definitely had bedhead wherever he slept on a roof. Did he have a bag? That's weird. Everybody always says, "Did you call the police?" He got a cat off the roof. Turn the camera sideways and you'll see it struggling, and it looks like it jumped out of his hands. Oh, very observant. And then he ran to grab it, slowly walked away carrying it. Criminals typically run. Looks like he didn't want to bother you to get it. Oh, wow. Okay. So it's not just some random man sleeping on a roof. He actually went up there to grab a cat, and he has the cat in his hand. He has the cat in his hand right here. Oh, and he walks away. He still has the cat. He's carrying the cat. Okay. So his cat got up on the roof, and this person. You see how this can get out of hand real fast? By people just. Okay, so you saw the cat. The cat got it. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can put it back here. So right here. Okay. Right there. In his hand right here. That's the cat. I think that's the tail right there. There's the cat. It jumps down. Cat gets loose. Okay. It's like, why would someone want to get up on a roof and just sleep up there? And he has the cat in his arm. You can see it. You can see the dark shadow. Okay, that's crazy. I would have never thought until see. This is why I like reading the comments. Criminals typically run. Looks like he didn't want to bother you to get it. Yes, I see it too. Maybe he was just retrieving a frisbee that got. Okay, so this person obviously didn't read any of the comments because this guy's calling it a frisbee. I mean, who doesn't have random neighbors climbing around on their roof? Do you have a rooftop heat pump? Make sure it's still working. Copper might be gone. You see how it could be blown out of proportion? This is something to definitely notify the police in that area about that, especially if you're a female. What the F would someone be on someone's roof that's not a roofer? I'd be worried about this. Get a big, mean-ass dog. You see that? This is what happens when you don't like, because I would have thought, I was thinking he just slept on their roof. But then when you go to the comments, this person said it was a cat. And obviously the people who are commenting after are not reading the comments. I always read the comments because I don't want to say the exact same comment that somebody else said. So if I read something that I would say, I just keep scrolling, or I just don't bother with it at all. If nobody wants to hear repeated comments, right? I mean, I wouldn't think so. So yeah, that turned out to be a man rescuing a cat. And this one guy says, check your cooler for missing copper, or your heat pump. This one lady, did you call the police? That's crazy. Okay. Um, yeah, I haven't looked through the neighborhood app in quite a while. Oh, this guy made his own wings. He was craving some Hooters wings. Wings breading, and then that looks like sauce. Huh. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, he did both styles, huh? Oh gosh. John, did you have any candy with your espresso? No, nor milk. Wow. Yeah. What is this? Goodbye dependence on city water to irrigate my back lot. Continued. I'll be saving hundreds on my water bill. Yeah, apparently here in the city, you get charged for the water usage and you get charged for the water that goes down your drain. I don't know if it's considered one thing or we're definitely on a water meter. So this person figured out how to, probably they're catching their rainwater. Oh, saving my back lots of useful vegetation. Oh, part of a gray water grant. Okay. Wow, this is the whole setup on how to do that. That person has a big yard, though. That's interesting. What do you do with the torch? Oh. Wait, yeah. I need something to drink. My throat is drying up. So fuel is 482 here. I know that the diesel, which is what I put in my car, is $6, guys. Wait, Walmart delivered more than they ordered? And we will not use. I have 2 sweet coffee creamers, a tub of vanilla yogurt, and 4 strawberry yogurts, free to whoever could. Wait, what? That wasn't just like a sweet a bonus groceries. I mean, that was somebody else's groceries. Hopefully they I don't know. I don't know. Okay, there's a remembrance walk today. Here's a lemonade stand. I've seen a few more of these being popping up in the neighborhoods. We do have a fire in the area, guys. Where is it at? I want to say Gilbert, but I'm not sure. I know it's not too far from here, but it's more than 10 miles. Oh, here's some more tamales. Pork red chili with green chilies and cheese. That's $30 a dozen. Chicken green chili. That's $30 a dozen with cheese. And beef red chili, $35 a dozen. Barbecue tamales. Are they barbecuing them? What? Get your Cinco de Mayo tamales today. Oh, they deliver? I'm all, they deliver? Like thinking about it. Waymo. Waymo is that autonomous car that drives you around. You just sit in the back seat. Okay. Package thief. All right, I think that's enough of the next door app here. I think that's enough of that. Oh my God. Oh, that's huge. Get off a huge. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I actually wanted to change the style back to the circular. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay. So now you guys can see the. Do we have the iced coffee? It's starting to warm up now for a good old nice ice creamy coffee. I think I'm gonna go make me a nice creamy coffee. I'm out of caramel, so it has to be chocolate. Yeah, there's really nothing else in the neighborhood app. I've seen three tamales being advertised, 3 different posts for tamales. So that's awesome. So apparently, Cinco de Mayo is a good day to sell tamales. Just an observation that I'm making. Okay, so apparently in my area, I can get tamales all day long. I think I'm gonna make some soon. I said that like 2 months ago. So, anybody doing anything special today? Cinco de Mayo. What is Cinco de Mayo? Does anybody know? It's the 5th of May, Susie. Oh, I know that. So Spanish for 5th of May, it's an annual celebration commemorating the Mexican Army's unlikely victory over the French forces at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th of 1862. While often mistaken for the Mexican Independence Day on September 16th, it actually celebrates a key moment of resilience. It is a minor holiday in Mexico, but a major celebration of Mexican American culture in the US. Boy, there's some parties everywhere, I bet. Tamales would be nice. Tamales would be really nice. Independence or Labor Day? No, it's the victory over the French forces. Oh, unlikely victory over French forces at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th of 1862. Led by General Ignacio Zaragoza, a smaller, poorly equipped Mexican force defeated a larger French army, becoming a powerful symbol of resistance and national unity. I Googled this, by the way. It is often mistaken for Mexican Independence Day, which is usually... No, it's not the Independence or Labor Day. So in Mexico, it's mainly celebrated in the state of Puebla with military parades and reenactments rather than being a major national holiday across the entire country. The significance in the USA, so in the United States, it has evolved into a widespread drunk fest. No, it has evolved into a widespread celebration of Mexican American culture, heritage, and community, originating in California in 1863 as a form of resistance. Viva la resistance! Is that how they say it? Viva la resistance! So the cultural celebration, it's giving me three different aspects of the holiday. The cultural celebration is the day is marked by festivals, parades, baile folklorico, so folkloric dancing, mariachi music, and the consumption of Mexican food and beverages, margaritas. And so, contrary to popular belief, Cinco de Mayo is not Mexico's Independence Day. It is not Mexico's Independence Day, but rather a celebration of a specific pivotal military victory. And honestly, when I lived in Idaho, we did Cinco de Mayo every year. A group of us got together. We went down to like a Mexican restaurant, and we all had chips and salsa and fine dining, which was more than likely enchiladas, rice, tacos. Tacos was probably more popular. But yeah, and we do the big, huge margaritas, and we get smashed. And not once did I think that it was a military victory while I was eating my chips and salsa. So, like honestly, I don't think anybody realizes what they're really celebrating. It's just a day to eat Mexican food and drink margaritas, get drunk, and party. Honestly, that's what I've seen all around me, up until today. So, yeah, I think it's kind of neat to know what you're celebrating. Some people don't care; they just go with the flow, which is fine. Doesn't matter, I guess. But yeah, not once did I think I was celebrating a military victory against the French. The French. Okay, so in another uh, another well, this is from Wikipedia. So Cinco de Mayo is an annual celebration held on May 5th to celebrate Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. And then occupied Mexico City. Following the end of the American Civil War in 1865, the United States began lending money and guns to the Mexican liberals, pushing France and Mexican conservatives to the edge of defeat. At the opening of the French chambers in January of 1866, Napoleon III announced that he would withdraw French troops from Mexico. In reply to a French request for American neutrality, the American Secretary of State William H. Squidward replied that French withdrawal from Mexico should be unconditional. So the more popular in the United States than in Mexico, right? Because it's just a drunk fest. It's like St. Patty's Day over here. It's another drunk fest. Cinco de Mayo has become associated with the celebration of Mexican American culture. Celebrations began in Colombia, California, where they've been observed annually since 1862. The day gained nationwide popularity beyond those of Mexican American heritage in the 1980s due to advertising campaigns by beer, wine, and tequila companies. Now that's exactly why we celebrate it here, to sell the booze. Honestly, I think that's it. It's a drunk fest, like I said. Anyways, tequila companies. Today, Cinco de Mayo generates beer sales on par with the Super Bowl. You see? You see? In Mexico, the commemoration of the battle continues to be mostly ceremonial, such as through military parades or battle reenactments, which I read earlier. The city of Puebla, I've never heard of that city, honestly. I should actually look it up on the maps and see what it looks like. Marks the event with various festivals and reenactments of the battle. That's interesting. Yeah. Bless the Americans, yum. Mexico, it's all that matters, friends. Boo. John T. brother. Yeah. Well, see, I never really. I know I may have looked this up before, but yeah, it's not the independence of Mexico. It's just on the battle against the French in that little that town. I don't know how big it is now. I should kind of look it up. I don't know if anybody. I need to make a coffee. Where is the town of Pueblo in Mexico? Okay. Oh, they got a nice big mountain in the distance. Puebla. 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 Nahuatl language. Oh, Nahuatl. That's in my blood, Nahuatl. Um, Nawa. Situated in a high altitude valley, it's surrounded by volcanoes. Oh, that's what that big freaking mountain is in the background, including Popocatépetl. Popocatépetl. They have such a weird pronunciations. And acts as the capital of the state of Puebla, serving as a major link between Mexico City and the port of Veracruz. You guys want to see it? Do they have more pictures? Okay, yeah, let's show this picture. I don't know if anybody cares, but at least I could say that we kind of covered it. So this is Puebla. That's a volcano in the background. Dang, that's crazy. Can you imagine living here and then having that as your view? I don't know. I kind of feel a little uneasy. Is that active? Like that looks like literally like an active volcano. It lies on a plain over 7,000 feet above sea level in the Neovolcanica range. Volcanica. Proximity, roughly a 2-hour drive from Mexico City. The surroundings, the city is flanked by volcanoes such as, okay, so, but it's hard to pronounce this, Popocatépetl. Popocatépetl. Maybe the TL is silent. And Iztaccíhuatl and La Malinche. So the state borders, the surrounding state of Puebla borders Veracruz, Oaxaca, Guerrero, Morelos, and the state of Mexico, and Tlaxcala and Hidalgo. What else? What else? Actually, kind of pretty over there. If I could find, is there any other photos? Puebla is situated in a valley ringed by volcanic mountains, some of which are dormant or inactive, and another. Okay, wait. Some of which are dormant or inactive. What? That looks like it's pretty active to me. What is that? Steam? Is that steam rising from the snow melting? Looks like an active volcano. I don't know how long ago that photo was taken now. Okay, some of which are dormant or inactive, and another El Popo. which remains active. Okay, that one is active. Two of the volcanoes comprise a national park, one of Mexico's oldest, and offer opportunities for hiking and even alpine climbing, one of the few places in the country where you can do so. Paragliding, fishing, and mountain biking are other outdoor activities that are easy to do in the around Puebla. For nature lovers who like their activity more easygoing, there's also walking, cycling, or jogging in an urban park whose trail terminates near Latin America's largest Ferris wheel, the Estrella de Puebla. Food and drink to try in Puebla is Puebla's contributions to Mexico's culinary canon, or at least as important as its contributions to the country's political and social history, birthplace of the famed mole poblano. Oh, semitas, sandwiches, and sweet potato candies. Ooh, Beast Naga is a popular candy that my mother loved. Growing up, she always had that stashed in her purse. Anyways, Pueblo is a delicious destination for travelers who consider food as a central part of a meaningful and memorable cultural experience. Mole poblano. I was just looking at that recipe the other night, and it's got three different chilies plus abuelita's chocolate. Do you guys know what that is? Do you guys know what abuelita's chocolate is? It's a chocolate that comes in an octagon-shaped box. It looks round from the side view, but you look at it from the top. Is it round? It looks like an octagon, right? Anyways, the chocolates are wrapped in these round. How do I describe that? Not square, not like a chocolate bar. This is like a round chocolate bar, not a bar. It's a chocolate disc, and it's like, I don't know. It's like that thick. It's pretty thick, and you can break it like like how a pie is sliced. I think it has like indentations, the way I remember it. And you break it, and they put that in a mole. So the mole poblano that goes into it, also with garlic and what was it? It's like three different chilies. Um, I just literally watched this recipe like last evening. Anyways, it's like three different chilies. It's the abuelita's chocolate, and the packaging has an like a grandmother picture of a grandma with little glasses and her curly gray short hair, and and it has her picture on it. That's abuelita's chocolate, and it's kind of grainy. So if you try to bite into it, because I have before, because of course I have, it's like kind of grainy in the middle, and it has a different flavor. I mean, it tastes like chocolate, but it's slightly off. The sweetness is different. Anyways, that goes into the mole. So sandwiches, sweet potato candies. Puebla is a delicious destination for travelers who consider food as a central part of a meaningful and memorable cultural experience. That's what I look for. The city also has a unique artisanal liquors, such as a sweet raisin-based drink, La Pasita. Okay, so pasas is raisins in Spanish, but it's called La Pasita. And exotic delicacies that are only available seasonally, including escamoles and eggs. Oh, God. And no! Gusanos, those are worms, guys. Gusanos de maguey. Worms. No, I'll pass. They're probably very delicious. I'm just not used to that. And I mean, this is in my culture, so I should be like, take one for the team and go and try it. It's just doesn't sound natural to me. Puebla maintains a full calendar of fiestas and festivals throughout the year, from the country's biggest and most important Cinco de Mayo celebration to the fascinating carnival of, oh my gosh, here we go, what, Huezotzingo? Zingo, and pre-Lenten party in which more than 12,000 locals dress up and perform reenactments of historical events in the street over the course of 3 days. 3 days partying, guys. Woo! Even if you're not visiting during one of these annual events, you'll find plenty of places to experience Poblano culture. From the city's numerous museums to cooking classes and walking tours, there are many ways to learn about Puebla's history and culture from knowledgeable and passionate locals and expats who call the city home. Shopping. Okay, so what do we got here? You can see a single tire to an entire set of dishes or a showy vase worthy of a table centerpiece. Look for authorized Talavera workshops. Talavera, I think that's the stuff that sells that skull stuff. The skulls, or is that the type of clay? Am I confused? To Talavera workshops such as Uriarte, which sell pottery by certified artisans. Other favorite take-home goods include China poblano dolls, ideal for kids, and handmade textiles, both of which can be found in Puebla's main market, El Perian. Handmade silver jewelry, some with inlaid talavera, can be found at the shop. So is that the clay, the pottery? I think that's what that is. Do they have any pictures of it? What else is there? Raisins Moonshine? Ooh, you're onto something there, Rochette. Hotels, journeys, podcasts, trip ideas, destinations. Okay, so stop sharing that. So, oops, sorry guys. I wanted to find some more pictures of this place. So, that's Wikipedia. I think I need to go to the Google Maps. And let's look up Puebla. See if it lets me see it. Mexico, I said. Ooh. What this reminds me of, like, do we have pictures? Oh, here we go, guys. Okay, let's look at this. This is what Puebla looks like. It's kind of as I was hoping that it would show. Okay. So this is Puebla. Why did they call it Puebla, not Pueblo? La Puebla. Puebla. Okay, anyways, let's move on. So that looks like a church to me. Look at how fancy the top part of that church is. See if I can zoom in. No zooming in. Look at that. Why don't you let me zoom in? Okay, here we go. Doesn't that look like, for some reason, you know those candies? They're like little rectangles, and they have like a red and white layer. I think they come out around Christmas. That's what the trim reminds me of this building. Look at these buildings. Okay, looks like a little park, huh? Oh, there's that's a track, a running track. There's a nice bridge. What is this? Teatro Principal. Okay, so that big banner is saying, I think they're celebrating. It says Let's say paradigm or something. Paradigma en el historia de Puebla. So the history of Puebla is, I think that 250 is 200. I think that's 250-year celebration. Because that says años over here, 250. I'm pretty sure that says años. Años is years. Okay, so oh, here's another. Wow, that's beautiful. I like the colors. That maroon with white is beautiful, and there's a beautiful garden around there. Wow, look at the colors. I like that yellow. I've seen this yellow in Austria and on some of the buildings. That's like a ochre, but that looks. I don't know how to get yellow like that. It's like really golden. That's not like a canary yellow. That's a beautiful. Come on, zoom in, please. I want to zoom into that yellow. Get in there. All right, guess not. There's another fountain. That looks like maybe another church. Whoa, they got some freaking high-rise buildings. That's like a mini skyscraper. How compared to the one in the background there. And then this one curves. Looks like it curves up at the top. Oh, the whole building is curved. So it goes like an S, like a lazy S. Just that way, and it goes straight down, and then the curve in. That's different. Wow, no, that's not a full scale model. That's a small scale model of that building. Doesn't that kind of look like Arabic with that dome on the top? Doesn't that look like not Mexican? I don't know. That's cool though. That's like a small little version of that building. You know what? They said that in the past, the churches, they had bells, right? They took the bells off. I think the bells they were like healing centers, right? With the bells. I would love to hear bells. Yeah, I think those are like miniature little people there. Just let me zoom in. Oh, it's got a crest too. They got a crest on there. There's probably some saints there. There's some two little people. I forgot what these are called. A small version of a building. Gate Smasher, welcome in. Welcome back. How are you doing? Are you having bacon? Happy Cinco de Mayo, Hiccup. Margaritas are salty. Howdy, Gate Smasher from Rashad. Hey, Rashad. From Gate Smasher, tequila. Yeah, I can't drink tequila. I can't do tequila. I could do a shot. I could do a shot. If we have tequila, I'll do a shot for you guys. Don't tell me, Nubby. Only one shot, though. I don't know if we have any. I was getting ready to say it looks Arabic. Right? Right, Rashad? Because when I was in Egypt, I saw buildings that had big domes like that, but they were bigger. They were bigger. I have pictures of them, too. There's that giant Ferris wheel I read about. Unipot? What is that? Boy, even if you zoom into these photos, they're pretty good. Oh, that's a casino! I wonder what kind of Keno games they got in there. That's some nice ones. Okay, so the U and what? Okay. Si renta, that means for rent. That building right there. Oh, look at that beautiful fountain. Oh my gosh. What is this? I like those pink flowers up there. Oh, those are little cherubs. Wonder if that's bougainvillea growing. Wonder what kind of flowers those are. Those are pretty. So I did some more seed collecting over the weekend, guys. I got some seeds from uh, I got some fleabane seeds, and I got this something. It looks like an Indian paint, but there's something else because the foliage was different from the one that I'm normally used to. Um, the foliage kind of looked like sharp, sharp leaves, long, narrow, sharp tipped leaves, strong, and then a strong stalk, and then off of that, some long honeysuckle looking bright scarlet red flowers cascading down the stalk of that. And I got seeds from that. So and some fleabane. And the fleabane is a small white flower that looks like a real tiny miniature daisy, but it looked like, you know, each daisy petal that's round, long, looks like if you got scissors and you cut that petal into strips, that's what fleabane looks like. It's white and the center is yellow. They're really pretty. There's the wheel. And I think that's the same church, maybe a different one. Beautiful. I love that style. The buildings are pretty. I love the look at the floor, guys. It's like all tile, all stone tiles. Just beautiful. That looks like a transportation buses, maybe transits, buses. There's a frog in that waterfall. Boy, that's beautiful. Look at that. There's a little shrub head right there. If you go back and look at the meaning of shrubs and go into the history, I just learned that they're like messengers, right? And usually accompanied by winged lions. Or if you look up shrubs, it'll have the face of a shrub, a face of a lion with wings, and then another face. I think an eagle. Anyways, they're like little messengers. I remember a long time ago, my mom, I had a dream, and apparently around that time when I had the dream, my mom was needing some help, and she didn't want to call me, I guess, or something. I don't know. Anyways, in this dream, I was in a city with nothing but white buildings. White buildings. It kind of looked empty, but a bunch of tall white buildings that looked like. I don't know, like I don't know if it was marble. I don't know the exact stone, but all white, but kind of like style like this, but pure white. And I was standing at the top of one, and here comes something bouncing through the buildings coming towards me. And it's a little freaking stone shrub bouncing like high, like the Hulk, how he bounces. Like that, but this little shrub statue, and he came to me and he's told me that my mom needed me. Told me that my mom needed my help. And when I woke up, I had called my mother, and sure enough, she needed help with something. But I thought that was interesting with the shrubs. So that was a dream that I had, and that was really neat. He looked stone. He wasn't flesh. He actually looked like a stone statue that was animated and jumping around with his little wings. I don't know. He wasn't flying, but I thought that was interesting. There's that building again. What is this thing called? It's got to be called something. Maybe this is the center of the city, huh? Like the Capitol building or something. I think I just read about it too. That's pretty. I like that. That'd be a cool house to live in. See, now this to me, this looks like Turkish. This is definitely like boho style, bohemian. Because the colors, there's orange, there's yellow, there's maroon. There's some blues in there. That's probably all tile work. Or is that stained glass? Look, I think that's tile. Oh, it's just beautiful. See, that's another one. Ooh. See, that's kind of, that's not really that ochre yellow. That's kind of has a canary yellow vibe to it, but more golden. Canary is real bright yellow, like what are those things called? Kind of like SpongeBob, but that's more deep. That has a more richer tone to it, but not quite like the yellow that I've seen, like the ochre. Ooh, I wonder what that. There's some people that are standing at the top there. You see that? That's crazy looking. You see those people up here? I could zoom in more. There's a man and a woman standing here. There's a staircase right down the middle, so and then there's a railing. That is interesting. I wonder if that's like an old museum or courthouse or what is that? Maybe somebody's house? That'd be a cool house. Okay, there's another view of the city. Boy, I bet those buildings are ancient. Whoa! There's like a moat around that. It's a Spanish-style castle, huh? That's cool. Look at that long walkway. And the two strips, I think that was made for wagon, huh? Wagon wheel, maybe? It's a narrow wagon. No, maybe that's about right, huh? That's cool. Boy, there's some good kayaking in that water. Ooh, what's this? I don't know what that is. See, look at those antennas at the top. Are those some lightning catchers, huh? Lightning rods? See this? Look at the squares in this. It has some Egypt vibes right there. Those squares, that looks like Bohemian style to me. I don't know, that doesn't scream Mexican to me for some reason. I don't know. Boy, look at that. I wonder what would happen if they power washed that. I wonder what color it would be. It looks kind of like a hint of blue, like blue stone almost. How is it that the statues are white, but yet the stones around it are patinaed? There's no patina around the white parts, right? That's crazy. Look at that big spire right there. Wonder what this building is. It doesn't say either. It looks like a church, huh? Look at these like tall square rectangular windows. Is that did they do some battles out of this building? Because it looks like long enough to stick a stock of a gun, right? The barrel out, or maybe little skinny cannons. Why else would those windows be so narrow? Excuse me. There's another little pond. What is that? What are those little... Are those cannons? What are these little box things here? Are those telescopes? I don't know what those are. Parque Lago de la Concordia. The Park Lago? The Concordia Park? Oh, they got a lot of lights lighting up this whole wall right here. I bet that looks beautiful at night. Solar powered looks like. Whoa, what's this? There's the Mexico flag. Boy, I would love to see the inside of this place. That'd be neat to see. Holy moly. I like a lot of that water. I like a lot of little bodies of water there. How peaceful and refreshing. Oh, you can enjoy your day with these little paddle boats. They look like little paddle boats. There's that. I think that has to be a church. Ooh. There's a river that runs through there. Oh, look at how dense that looks. That looks beautiful. That is a track. That's a running track. Okay. Estadio Olímpico Zaragoza. Is it Olímpico? That sounds like Olympic. Was that the Olympic track? Was that? Okay, well, that was a running track. Looks like a church. Rashid from John P. Rashid says, John P. Roger Candy. Rashid is definitely not letting John P. forget his candy moments. Let's see. Okay, that's more of that little pond there. That's in Puebla. Módulo Cav Turísticos Poblana. Okay, touristy. There's a tourist attraction right here. Where's that church again? What's that pyramid for? Historic zone of the forts. Okay. Is that a big bean? What is this big sculpture right here? Can I see it? Looks like a bean, huh? Is that a big old bean? Or that's not a potato. It's definitely a sculpture. Okay. Ooh. Boy, that looks gothic. I like that. That's beautiful. Same building, but different angle. Kind of looks like it has smoke, like it's been smoked, huh? Like burned, like there's fire. That's probably just the patina. Okay. Oh, that building looks big. At the same time, it looks really small. Because look at the people in the background. I'm confused. What are these statues? Are those angels in there? Come on, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. What is those? I always like to look at the statues, guys. They're very interesting. What are those? Are those lions or what the heck are those? Okay, that's a man sitting. That guy's doing this with his hand, like he's looking out. Of course, they have no clothes on. What are these things that are winged in the back? Doesn't look like a human. And this in the middle is a female with. Come on, zoom in some more. Looks like a woman in the garden with, it's not very clear, maybe some shrubs around her. See, that's the kind of histories I'd like to know. What's that all about? Here's some more statues here. There's another statue here and here. Interesting. You just...
That's quite the cryptic comment. What's got your attention?
Oh, I'm looking at the town of Puebla in Mexico, and some of the churches have interesting statues around them.
Puebla's churches are truly fascinating. The Capilla del Rosario in Santa Fe, about the history of churches?
Yes.
Puebla's churches are architectural marvels. The Puebla Cathedral, built in 1575, features stunning Carrerian-style architecture as well as pretty cool.
Wow. The Capilla,
Those Baroque details, intricate stonework are absolutely mind-blowing.
right? I know, right? So apparently there's a church called the Capilla de Rosario.
Those artists were absolute masters of their craft.
Heck yeah, they were. He said that one of these churches has gold inside it. That'd be pretty to see. Whoa, there's a lime green. Okay, yeah, that's so yeah, this is Puebla, guys. This is where Cinco de Mayo originates out of. This town right here. So we're just looking at it. Wow. God, that's crazy looking. How many pictures are there? I wonder if this is the church he was talking about. There's that Ferris wheel. Is it occupied? Pretty sure it may be occupied. Wow, look at all that brickwork. That's stone. That looks like a castle. This is some kind of center right here. There's like nobody driving on the road. Okay, I think, whoa. Okay, this is interesting. So you guys see the description right here? They're calling it the Parque de Paseo de los Gigantes. So the park del Paseo, Parque Paseo. I don't know exactly what that word is, but it says of the giants. That looks like a courthouse to me. Look at that ceiling right here. It's got a dome clear ceiling here. Oh gosh, all the light comes in. I bet that looks cool inside. Wow. Yeah, just the architectures. What is that pyramid all about? There's a big old bean. I'm gonna just sit here on this bean. I'm eating a bean burrito on this bean. A bean burrito. This church is far out. When I was in Egypt, we went to this, it was like a botanical garden, and the church was red. It looked like a red church. I mean, it looked like a church. And like kind of something like this, but just picture it all red instead, with white, you know, moldings and things like that. It was beautiful. You had to take off your shoes, of course. And I believe the stone was very shiny. The floor looked kind of like it could be a really beautiful stone. It was polished, really pretty. It was neat. It looked like that. I mean, the style was very similar. The way the bricks are stacked like that. But it didn't look Catholic like. It looked more like, you know, Arabic. But very similar. It had even places that was a stone little seating with the little faucet. When you sit down in front of you, you could actually wash your feet right there. It had a little basin at the foot of where you sit. and you can turn on the water and you can wash your feet. It was really cool, really neat. This is cool. Okay, this is a small version of that building I was just looking at. What is Dem Duchetti Volke? See the other. I should have paid more attention because I saw the lettering. Is that Latin? Dem Duchen Volke. I need to look that up because I'm curious what that means. I want to know what that means. Dem Duchen? I think it says Deutschen. Deutschen. Volke. Meaning. See, that's German. What is that doing in Mexico? To the German people. That's what that means. Inscribed on the facade of the Reichstag building in Berlin, the seat of the German parliament. It symbolized that parliament's power is dedicated to and derived from the people. Why is that in Mexico? Oh, could it have been a German embassy? Ooh, look at these statues here up in the corner. This is a great small version of this building. Look, look at the heads up here. Oh, that looks like okay, this guy is holding onto an anchor, right? That's a boat anchor, isn't it? And this one is an actual, like, military guy holding a sword. But these up here, I love these statues. I love looking at them all. They're all so different. Come on, zoom in. Right here are heads. Are they wearing helmets? Like battle helmets, right? Okay, so that flag. Does anybody know what that flag is? So why is there German to the German people on the front of this building, which we saw the life-size version of this building? Why would it say to the German people? Is that what that meant? To the German people. That's a Jewish museum in Berlin. Okay, yeah, okay. I wonder if it'll tell me if I, okay, let me highlight that, because I'm curious. This stuff, like, makes me curious. I copied that. Okay, why would Mexico have this written on a building? That. They're saying it is not written on a building in Mexico. It sure is. I am in Mexico in Google, and it's showing me. Oh. Okay. They're saying that that's not in Mexico. It's in Berlin. See, that's a mystery in itself, which I'm not quite understanding, because maybe I'm not wording it properly, or in my search. But you guys just saw the building. I mean, we literally just scrolled. We scrolled from that building, which was the life size. It was back here somewhere, right there. Oh, is that the smaller size? Is that the smaller size one? Yeah, that is, huh? Okay, maybe I am wrong. Why would it have a replica of a German building from Berlin? Or am I... Wasn't that building the life-size building here? Well, that's a replica. What's that castle? Am I losing my mind? Wait, why is that? Why is that replica in Mexico then? What are they? What are they trying to say? That's not it. It looked like a courthouse, huh? Yeah, those are all the pictures. So I know I saw the build, but that was the because I didn't notice the railing behind it was like actually the actual little small replica in the park. That's not it. It's a wide building. See, that's a small replica of a building. I'll have to do some research when I get off of here. I'm just curious why they're showing a replica of that building that says to the German people. This. So I thought this was a life-size building, right? But this is just another angle or another somebody else's photo that took this smaller replica of this building. But why is this in Mexico? Why is this on display? Is it just art? I thought that was a real building, but in the background you could see the railing of a sidewalk, and of course that tree's not that big. Okay, so that's a replica of this building. What's the deal with this building? And then there's another replica shown here in a few pictures. This one right here. That's the same replica, but the person that took it kind of knelt down and then took it straight ahead, straight on forward. And then in the background was this fence back in the background. Wow, is that there's a skyscraper I didn't notice in the background. See that? See that in the background? Is that the Empire State Building? Maybe this isn't just art. Holy moly. That looks very Art Deco. Holy. So there's little plaques in front of them that tell the history. But this is something that this person decided to not add into the photo. That's a replica. So this building apparently is possibly in Berlin. I don't know why it would be in Mexico, but I'll research it and find out because I'm curious. There's another small replica, but that actual building is in Mexico. That's an interesting park, though. I'm going fast through these because I'm just making sure that that building does not exist in here. See, this is also an interesting design of a building. Okay, yeah. Starting to get hungry. What time is it? Oh my God, it's already 4. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry. This is neat though. I think I've never seen this this part of Mexico before. And I think it's really interesting. Here's another different photo shared of that replica. Wonder why it's there. I'm gonna do a screenshot because I am definitely gonna research this, find out why it's there because I'm curious. I don't know why. I'm just curious. You know, you get a lot of people passing through there, and then all of a sudden they see a building, and then it says in German, for the German people. Like, wait, this is what's going on with this? Why is this being displayed? This looks like kind of like the White House, right? No, the Capitol. Doesn't that look like that would be in Washington? But look at the entrance. That's different. That's different. There's the American flag in front of that one. Oh, that's interesting. Why are all these replicas in here? That would be a killer house. Okay, I'm still intrigued by this place. There's so many cool things to see. That's canary yellow right there, guys. Germans did migrate to Mexico. Yeah, didn't that look like a government building? Looked like a courthouse, huh? Yeah, I'm just if they did migrate, I want to know what they did. What was the history? Why? How'd they ended up there, and what they were doing? You know, that's the kind of stuff I'm interested in knowing. That's canary yellow right there. That's not the ochre golden yellow. That's look at how dense that is. Look how much green is growing there. Oh, miss the green. Oh, that's an interesting little playground. I like those little sculptures and things like that. That's cool. Oh, here's a replica of maybe the pyramids. This looks familiar. I think this is maybe by Mexico City where the pyramids used to be. Oh, they did a little replica of it because they did put a Catholic church on top of one of the pyramids because of the things that were done at the pyramid. They wanted to, you know, kind of lay to rest all the atrocities that were done there. So their way of putting it to rest was to put a church on there. Anyways, there's a stairway down to something. I bet there's some underground things going on in here. That's some cool stuff. Like this is really neat. There's that church again. I never did make my coffee, guys. Son of a gun. I got so there's that building again. Oh, right here it says something. Can we read it? Edificio de Reichstag. Edificio. Okay, there's the history right there. So is the building, is that edificio means building maybe? I gotta look it up. What is edificio de R-E-I-C-H? I think it was T-A-G. Not in Germany. Why you add your own words in there? The historic seat of the German parliament. That's the building. Okay, I don't want to see that. Oh. Okay, look at this. I found it. Well, it did say this building's in Berlin, but this is the building. Why are they showing it in Mexico? It's a must-see when visiting Berlin, whether you simply want to admire its imposing architecture or explore Berlin from its dome. It's a building. Who's here? Person is walking. Oh, is that the gardener? Yeah, the gardener's here. Okay. It's a building that has been reconstructed and repurposed over the last 120 years, offering valuable insights into the history of Berlin, Germany, and even Europe. Is there more pictures? Look at that. Oh, that's inside that dome, guys. Reichstag is the Third Reich. See, that's exactly what it says. Dem Duschen Volke. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out why. Whoops. I'm gonna have to find out why. Why that's there in Mexico. I mean, it could be just an art installation, right? Something cool to put in this park, but why? Why? I want to know why. That's the building right there. And apparently you can walk inside that dome right there. It's spiraled and layered. And there's some history to this building. That's cool. So yeah, how long? Wow, we've been live for 3 hours. Everybody's all sleeping because they're so bored. I can't stop looking at these photos. They're just so. Oh my God! Look at that. I think that's a Texas laurel. This tree right here. That's what it looks like. Look at this castle. What the heck? Historic zone of the forts. Heck yeah! Oh, that would be so cool to freaking do a Airbnb here. Oh man, how cool is that? That's freaking cool. I can't stop looking. Ooh, look at the tile work on this one. They need to clean that building. It's probably patina. Wow, look at this! Look at this giant statue in this park. Oh my God! If this park was down the street, I'd be there all the time, guys, going live from this park. Look at this. There's a giant man here. Because the last building said something about a building in something the Giants. Okay, this is a hotel. We were just at the village where I stay for after summer, late summer. They took out the wood pile that was there by the fire pit, where you guys see where I'm at the fire and there's neon lights everywhere all around. Well, anyways, there was a huge wood pile there that was there. They took that out and they put a gigantic sitting chair there, like a big wooden chair that like you sit in, and like literally like 4 people can sit on the seat of it. And there's a stool to step up to get up into this chair. So when I get there this late summer, I'll show you guys this chair. I should have took a picture of it, but I didn't. But that's cool. It's something new, a new addition to that little village where I stay. This is neat. Wow, look at this building. Oh my God. That's like brick in between big, huge bricks. That's a style I haven't seen before. Come on, zoom in. That is a style I have not seen before. There's a layer of bricks between a big layer of bricks. My gosh. And it gives it the effect of stripes. Look at that window over there. That's freaking crazy. Whoa. There's a lot going on there. That's pretty though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at the cobblestone on that. Oh my God. Ooh. Whoa. Checkerboard floor. Not good. Not good. Okay, so, or you guys can't even see what I'm looking at anymore, huh? I'm so sorry. I don't know if you even liked seeing it, but I'm just looking at I need to turn it off because I need to turn it off. um, my mouth is drying up. I need some coffee. So hopefully you guys are having a good Cinco de Mayo, and hopefully you're having a wonderful Cinco de Mayo. And StreamYard has a new feature in there. You can stream straight to, I think it said, was it Vimeo? It's like a new there's some new widgets too. Latest video. Yeah, you can stream through those streaming services like Bling and things like that, but it was you have to have the program, the app, and you have to be subscribed to it or have the subscription to it in order for it to work for your channel, in order to stream to it. So I thought that was kind of interesting and neat to get your channel out there and seen. I think it said Vimeo because before I logged into StreamYard, it was one of the newest features that were added, and that's what I remember reading. Okay, so here's some coffee. Should I go make a coffee and then close her down? I should make a coffee. Let's make a coffee and then we'll talk about coffee. If anybody's interested. I'll be right back. The link is up there if anybody wants to come up on the panel. And I'm gonna make me a coffee real quick. That was interesting, taking a tour through Mexico, guys, because it's all about Cinco de Mayo. And I've never seen that town or even heard of it. So I'm probably breaking up a little bit. I did boil some eggs today. And I went and bought one of those spinners. I'm getting sidetracked. I did turn on the coffee machine. Ooh! We got a golden egg. All right, my hubby's gonna be excited to see that. Oh, I could have a boiled egg. I boiled 4 eggs last night, and I didn't spin the spinner strong enough, and we just got regular white eggs with yolk centers. But I spun 3 more today, and I actually got the golden egg. I spun it enough. Okay, we're gonna froth some milk. We're gonna have a peppermint. Peppermint. Should I do the peppermint or should I do the mocha? Peppermint mocha. What's the other one? Or a hazelnut cocoa coffee. I'll do the hazelnut cocoa. And we'll have a whipped I'm eating an egg. Okay. Whipped milk. Okay, smelling it, making sure it's good to drink. Okay. So I went live one day and I went to an auction and I bought some ground coffee. They were special editions from Starbucks, limited editions. And it was a peppermint mocha and the hazelnut cocoa. So that's what I got. That's what I'm drinking right now. That's what I'm preparing. Because it's a lot cheaper than going to actual Starbucks and buying one for between $8 and $12, right? Especially now, I'm sure the coffee prices are just soaring. So I'm making hazelnut cocoa Starbucks bread. I don't ever buy Starbucks. I just saw it in the auction. I'm like, you know what? That's pretty cheap. So I'm gonna buy that once I drink it all up. I will never buy it again. I'll just move on to something different. Okay, where's my, oh, okay, let's see. I need my measuring cup here. Okay. Let's make the coffee. Should I whip some coffee? I like to do a whipped, ooh, we'll do a whipped coffee with whipped milk. Oh my God, it smells so good, guys. The smell of coffee. Okay, that was fun though. I really enjoyed taking a trip through Puebla, Mexico. Okay, there's the coffee. I gotta whip it. Some honey whipped coffee. Brown sugar whipped coffee is good too.
One cortado, one affogato, one doppio. One cappuccino, one
Did I turn this on?
one macchiato, one espresso.
Okay.
One latte, one americano.
Okay. Nice. Oh my God, that's so good. Okay, we're gonna do a chocolate.
One cortado,
Since we're doing a,
affogato, one
what was it called? Hazelnut cocoa. So we're doing a chocolate interior. Chocolate interior with hazelnut cocoa. Let's put the coffee in. Coffee and the whipped honey coffee.
One cappuccino, one frappuccino,
That on top.
macchiato,
Ooh.
one
Ooh. And now the whipped milk. Top of that.
one latte,
Oh,
one americano.
oh, that looks good. My gosh. Mm. Oh. Oh no. My earpiece fell out. Okay, now a little bit of cocoa powder on top of that. Oh, I almost don't even need whipped creams on this. Wow. Okay, where's my straw? All right. Here we go, guys. There's the homemade honey whipped hazelnut cocoa
One cortado, one
uh,
affogato,
cream
one
whipped creams coffee. Here we go. Look at this. Ooh, with cocoa powder on top. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So that's today's coffee with Susie B.
one cappuccino,
Oh my God.
cappuccino,
Look at this.
macchiato, one espresso.
Mmm. That honey in there is so good. Oh my gosh.
One americano.
And the whipped creams. Oh gosh, that's so good. Look at that. Mmm. That's good, guys. Oh, that honey. Oh. Look. So I did a cocoa exterior, interior, cocoa chocolate interior. At the bottom, I poured the coffee, then the whipped coffee with honey, and then the whipped milk. Oh, that's so good. Roger, remember the milk? I didn't have coffee. Remember, I didn't have coffee. Thanks. And I didn't have. Yeah, he had just an espresso, right? Right, Brother John? Yeah. So, what we learned about what Cinco de Mayo really means today, and everybody, where it originated from a place called Puebla, Mexico. And we got to actually see Puebla, Mexico, and the buildings. And I'm still going to research why they were displaying a building from Berlin. So I think that's really interesting. I love the history. I'd love to learn about the history of that whole that building. Anyway, so hopefully you guys enjoyed today's live, and I hopefully you have a wonderful Cinco de Mayo. I'm gonna go and eat something. I still have enchiladas left over, and I have some Spanish rice, and I got salsa left. So I might just go and enjoy some Mexican food that I made. Thank you, John P. Brother and Rashid, for hanging out with us. And thank you, Gate Smasher, for popping in. And Daniel, Barry Sports Highlights, thanks for popping in as usual. And who else came through? Let's see who the top fans are. The top fans, I've been trying to incorporate them into the thumbnail. So today's top fans is Rashid coming in at number 1, and John P number 2, and Wally's World number 3. We got Face the Ace and Follow Pam, Archie, Gate Smasher, Raymond, Pink Impossible, this Tina, and Hidden Numismatist. Thanks for popping in and welcome back. So that's a 1 through 10. I appreciate your time, guys, and push that like button for me. And happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. And now we all know what it means. And so if you're doing a shot, cheers to you, and happy drinking today. Enjoy your coffee. Go make your own. It's a lot better than the stores. It took me a while to figure out how to mix coffee together, but once you get the hang of it, you can be creative and you can add whatever you want. Thank goodness for Mike showing me how to do a honey whipped coffee, but there is another way to whip coffee with brown sugar, and that works just as nice. But the honey whipped coffee is really good, guys. Oh my gosh, really good. That honey, if you like honey, oh, you're gonna love that. But anyways, yeah, you can make your own, and you save money. So I paid like $6 for a whole bag of ground coffee, Starbucks coffee. And how many coffees have I made out of it? Already at least 5. So if you paid $8 a pop for a freaking coffee, you've already saved so much money just making it at home and enjoying it yourself. So enjoying making it yourself, saving all that money. Everything is ridiculously priced. Like a corn on the cob for $10. Some people are actually paying that to have it dipped in mayo and Parmesan cheese and tahine. $10, guys. So that's what I'm talking about. Saving some money, making your coffee at home. It looks just as beautiful, if not more beautiful. And you can put as much whipped creams as you want in your own coffee, right? There's no regulation. So go make your coffee and have fun. Oh yeah, says John P. Brother. I may make a coffee. Oh, you're gonna do a premiere in 20 minutes? Oh, good. Okay, I'll be there watching it. I'm gonna go grab me some food to eat, leftovers, of course. But happy Cinco de Mayo to you guys. I'm gonna enjoy my dinner, and I'll see you guys in the YouTubes. We'll see you later. Thanks for popping in. You have what? Silver medal? What? Love you, brother. Oh, you got a milk frother and whipper too now, brother John P? Oh, nice. Go make yourself a fancy coffee. Oh, he said he might premiere. 200 grams of coffee costs $4 here. It's cheaper. I don't know how it is in Portugal, brother. Is it cheaper to make your coffee there, or is it just as cheap to just buy an espresso out in the town? I don't know. Are you driving? I love the way you say whips creams. And what? Musician bean bon appetit? Thank you, brother. Yeah, for the kids too. Let's do it. Yeah. You can make them a cocoa. Yeah, you can make them a cocoa. Homemade is way cheaper. 90 cents for an espresso? That's cheap. Dude, an espresso here, brother, is like $5 to $6. Yeah, it's not cheap here. It's just to make it yourself. Yeah, your wife bought that for the kids. Aw, yeah, they can have whipped creams too on their cocoa. Yeah, nice. Well, good to see you. Hopefully, if you do have a premiere, I think Face the Ace is going live too tonight, or is he's live right now? He said 7 p.m. his time, so that's for our time. So yeah, I gotta go ahead and say hi to him. Anyways, thank you for popping in, guys. Good to see you, and we'll go live again probably tomorrow. Do the coffee lounge. I'm gonna try to do a few more this week and then do something else. Try to switch it up a little bit. We'll see you guys. Thanks for popping in. Love you. Go have some whipped creams. Go enjoy your whipped creams with your coffee. All right. Bye, guys. Love you. Happy Cinco de Mayo.